Jesus Christ.
We are live.
We're alive?
We're live.
Yep.
Hello, anyone that is there, which is probably just
No,
us.
just us, yeah. So how do we...
I think we're live.
Does it say we're live?
Well, there
Does
was
say we're live.
a
Cool.
lag of like literally several minutes, so and that looks right.
Hey!
Nope. All
Cool.
right. So I guess for posterity's sake, seeing as this will be uploaded to YouTube, we are setting up the game, getting ready to play, and soon we'll be starting making our characters, which
And we're about to go live for the Kickstarter. Woo!
actually more important, to be fair.
10 o'clock. You guys ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Go.
And
Push the button.
I pressed the button. It's just...
Taking a little while.
It's live.
Nice. Congratulations to us.
We are live.
All right. So, I guess I can talk a little bit about the very basic anatomy of a card in the meantime.
No, there's already a video about that.
There is that? Oh, yeah. I remember.
Could show off your cool models.
Yeah, you should show off your cool models, actually.
I mean, I have no idea how to put them, like, in frame or...
Well, everything's in frame.
Okay, but...
They're currently in frame.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have some prototypes of the models that will actually be in the game. We've got the mechanic, the scout, chaplain, scavenger, and Sedalian, who's the AI companion. And so these are resin printed. The final ones, I believe, are going to be injection molded, though I'm not sure if that is using HIPS or a softer plastic. We've also got some larger versions of the other two starting casts here, which I have painted previously, ones I prepared earlier, if you will. So this is the medic and the soldier. So obviously these are just to show off what the sculpt looks like in a bit more detail to people. And hopefully nobody will notice that I'm a poor paint. But
We got one backer.
woo! All right. I think that's about as much as I can do for talking about my paint.
Cool. So shall we select some characters? Actually, we can...
Somebody liked our video.
Did they?
Richard Patterson, I believe.
All right. That's...
Oh, maybe I shouldn't read out people's names on the internet. I mean, you can probably see it because if you're looking at this on Facebook, but...
Yeah, probably not.
Okay, my bad. I'm very sorry.
The lag's not too bad. Do you want to grab the characters?
Mm-hmm. There we are.
Oh, and I'm Chris. I'm the ostensible originator of LifeShip.
Loving the backgrounds.
Yeah, these are the foil. These will be the foil versions. So there's an add-on that you can get in the Kickstarter that gets you a foil version of the starting characters, and they will look like this, but with an actual foil coat instead of a other thing. So that's pretty cool.
So, along with the 6 starting classes, there are 8 usual starting characters, which are these ones here. And this is the Kickstarter exclusive character, which will be added to your roster if you purchase it. And this is Sedalian, so that's the AI companion. Are we going to be playing with Sedalian today?
We are, yeah.
Nice.
We've even got a robot for him. And this is our Sedalian model.
Yeah, other models come by class rather than character because there's a lot more characters than classes. And some of these do definitely have classes that they gel with better. For example, Ireland is a fantastic scavenger. It got one of the best on the table at going and just picking up random rat carcasses. And even then, you can play Ireland as any class you like. So Ireland, by the way, we refer to them by their country of origin because you get to name them as it's your character. But of the 4 basic stats, Ireland has 1 attack, 1 defense, 3 movement, and 3 salvage. So with an average spread of around 2 each, Ireland is obviously better at some things and obviously worse at others. But even though the attack and the damage stats aren't good on Ireland, you can still play them as a scout or a
3
soldier.
backers.
Nice. Which are the 2 starting more combatant ones. Of those 2, Ireland's going to have a very hard time.
4 backers.
Nice.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm excited for every single one of them, so you don't need to be sorry.
Yeah, every single one is another person that gets to play live ship.
Yes.
So, I guess this is a good time to bring in bounties. So, a class will earn shiny captain's credits. And this is a bad example because the scavenger's bounty is more complicated than others. So, the soldier will earn shiny captain's credits whenever the soldier fully blocks an enemy attack. So, as you can see, if you've got a defense of 1, your chances of fully blocking an enemy attack are a bit lower. That doesn't mean you can't make it work. It's going to work a bit easier for Ireland if they were playing the other combat class, the Scout. So Scout is sort of about debuffing enemies, buffing friends, and doing direct damage rather than defense. They're fragile, but they're fast, and they have a lot of starting energy. And because Ireland has a movement of 3, that means you're going to be activating the Scout special ability, which is whenever you move adjacent to an enemy, you get to apply an effect to them much more often than slower characters. So who are you wanting to play today, Chris?
I'm not sure, actually. Because last time we did our full game test, I did China, and I did Chaplain.
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe I'll choose it based on the model.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I was genuinely actually thinking of trying to play Ireland Scout, but I thought maybe a bit more of a complicated thing is more for me than our streamers, so I might shift that up. I think I could be quite interested in playing Bolivia Soldier.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a
He's
so
got that
Bolivia's
3
got a
defense.
solid defense.
Yeah.
He's got a card that allows him to pick up a little bit of extra loot, which can be nice for the soldier, even though looting isn't his best effect. But yeah, if nobody else is really keen for Soldier or Bolivia, I'll take that.
Yeah, go for it.
What do you
Yeah.
reckon, Odin?
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Oh.
Sweet.
But the only soldier model we have is this one, so I guess you're playing a giant version of the soldier.
To be fair, I did bring some of the smaller ones around, but could we just get you to quickly print off a map book that's roughly 6 times the size?
Yeah, should be doable.
No, I feel bad
Well,
having
keep in mind that the rats will also be 6 times the size.
Oh, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
All right, I'll
yeah.
use a small one.
Yes, it
We'll
is.
need a new enemy card as well, because they'll no longer be of...
Yeah, they won't be of usual size anymore.
5 backers.
Nice. Should we rotate the board so that the starting hexes are near us? So we're spinning I mean, I don't have your.
This will give them the
Yeah,
the best
true.
view.
I
Yeah.
keep forgetting it's for other people and not
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Well, it's for us as well. We get to play live ship, which
That's
is
mostly for me.
yeah. Odin, did you have a?
A preferred class character combat.
Yeah.
He's going to
what's
say
been
Ireland
picked so
Scout.
far? We have,
Bolivia soldier.
we have a Bolivia soldier. Oh.
I'm the classic. I like to pick last kind of person. So if you're wondering,
Fill
about-
them holes.
yeah, I like to fill those holes.
I think I kind of want to play USA because we've made some changes.
6
to
backers.
USA.
Nice.
6 backers? Yes.
So,
Sorry, I'm gonna keep doing that.
oh yeah, you don't have to apologize to me, but you do have to apologize to them.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to play USA Mechanic.
I'm going to start.
Oh my god.
That's interesting. I mean, you do get a salvage +2.
Yeah. Who's the mechanic? Okay,
We've got a mechanic figure, so.
we do. Right.
So we've got. Well, do you know what you want Sedalian to be? Because then you can really pick last.
Well, I mean, last time I was chaplain, and I guess I could be medic with the new medic stuff.
The new
but,
medic rule is cool.
But I could also be salvager, which is funnier.
Salvager is my
Yeah, go Salvager.
It-
Odin and I usually hog it, so this is your chance.
You guys do hog
And
Salvager.
it's not like you're not going to be hogging the salvage playing Bolivia.
True. So I'm going to start assembling my starting deck. Every class has 5 cards unlocked, and they also have 2 upgrade paths. As you upgrade down each path, you will unlock more cards. You have to bring exactly 5 class cards. You can't bring more or less. Every character also has a set of 2 pieces of unique equipment, which are coded
7.
by. I don't think they have 7 pieces of unique equipment, but thank you,
7
seventh
backers.
backer. We appreciate you.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
So you're playing Germany.
I'm gonna play Germany Salvager.
So yeah, these are referenced by their country of origin, rather again for the no name reason. Okay, there you go. So Bolivia's unique equipment
Oh.
is a dramatic cape, which can allow you to become invisible and therefore avoid getting hit by attacks, and a fancy corkscrew, which allows you to destroy an obstacle to turn it into a salvage pile and then salvage that pile for 3, which is very nice because his normal salvage is only 1, and getting rid of the obstacles can be fun. So you're playing USA?
Yep, Kusa Mechanic.
USA has 2 pieces of equipment. Those pieces of equipment are 1 steel cap boot on the left foot and 1 steel cap boot on the right foot.
If I sit here, is that okay?
I think you're out. I was going to come
Okay.
in this way.
Cool. Yeah.
That's all good.
In that case, I'll move around here.
I've just put this right in the way of our stream, so I'll put it over here. Thanks so slowly.
Sorry, I think we'll have to move some stuff anyway.
People are commenting.
Oh.
Someone posted, "Let's go," and someone else said, "Congratulations on launching and best of luck to you and the team."
Nice. Where are we? Mechanic. And where's USA? Just a quick note, the class boards will look a bit different than this. They're actually going to have the dials that we're currently using here built into it, and then the numbers are going to be bespoke to that character type. So, for example, Soldier can get up to so much more hit points than
45 hit points.
than Scavenger can, for example. And so for Scavenger, they'll have larger numbers, more evenly wider spaced, whereas Soldier will have smaller numbers that you can spin to more quickly. Okay.
I posted the stream on our Kickstarter page, so
Oh, should somebody play the Kickstarter character, seeing as we are kind of showing that off today?
nah.
Okay.
I don't see any reason to do that.
Well, this is going to be a real surprise for people who watch the stream. They'll have no idea what he does, and it'll be very exciting. All right. Do we have an armory?
Mechanic cards. Yes, we do.
Okay.
It's a little bit outdated, but that's
Can you
fine.
pass me the scavenger board and the scavenger cards?
Scavenger
8.
board.
So,
8?
8.
Yes.
along with your 2 pieces of unique equipment,
And
your
scavenger
5
cards.
pieces of class equipment, you get up to 2 pieces of armory equipment and a super team uniform. The super team uniform is going to be explained in the story here. Well, okay, we've got PAL uniforms today, which are a bit anachronistic, but they still do the same thing. Do you guys want one?
Yes, please.
I guess.
I mean, USA Mechanic, you don't need it.
Yeah, it's true. I don't need it, but yeah.
So what the uniform does is it allows you a defense. The defense is not able to block every attack because that works on relative speed of the attack, but it can block every location for free, and it doesn't take up other spaces you can use for armor. So it's very, very good for me as a soldier, as it's going to probably cost me no energy to get me a captain's credit. And that is, I think, literally the only thing I care about. So the other pieces of equipment I am choosing are the bucket, because that is starting heavy armor, And I think... What do you reckon, Odin? Trowel or backpack?
I can say that if you don't take trowel, I definitely will.
Well, he might want trowel. Oh, you don't.
I
Yeah.
definitely don't want trowel.
Well, it doesn't up my defense. It only ups my salvage, so you can take it.
Cool. Then I will take the trowel.
So a backpack allows you to store salvage outside of your deck, which stops it from clogging up so much. It is a little bit energy intensive, but once you've got it out there, it stays out there for the whole game. So my starting deck is going to be 10 cards, which is usually about average. Often, I would say probably the general trend is that you want a reasonably slim deck to make sure you're seeing your best cards as often as possible. And with a game that has this many class and character combinations, you can probably guess that there are plenty of exceptions to that. But will you agree that's the general trend?
Yeah, one thing I would say, though, is that the more cards you have in your deck that aren't salvage, the less salvage impacts your deck. So if you're a salvager, you can take as many cards as you want.
Yeah, true.
So I'm playing the Scavenger, and Scavenger is the core Salvager class, my character is Germany, and just to give you guys a little taste here, every character has a little backstory that tells you about where they're from and why they're on the life ship, so I'll read that to you here. So characters from Germany. You remember it distinctly. Around the age of 5, you realized that you were smarter than your classmates. True, you never tested very well, but something inside you told you that you were built for something greater. Rejected by the top universities, you nevertheless found yourself working your way up from the bottom at Hayter and Reinhold Industries, developing balloons for new Venusian gas exploitation. When the aliens came, you were lucky enough to be part of a contractor team assigned to the life ship. The parameters have changed, but your goal is as clear to you as it was when you were 5. Fulfill your potential and have it recognized by your peers. So it has some suggested classes back here, and Scavenger is one of them. And my goal, my ambition, in order to retire this character, is to gain enemy skins of 7 different enemy types. So in order to do that, one of my character's piece of unique equipment is this. It's called the Genoscan Pro, and it allows me to gain enemy skins of enemies. And enemy skins are how you unlock new equipment in the game. So one of the first things that the website will tell us is that if you don't have a medic or Germany in your team, that someone should take an enemy scanner. But we do have Germany in the team. That's me. So we have an enemy scanner, which is pretty cool.
So on to the final thing, which is we are going to set up Sedalian. So the game's difficulty will be tailored for 4 players because Sedalian counts as a player. And he can do, or it can do, more or less anything the players can. And so the first thing we're going to do is assign it a role. And I think that what we're missing is a medic.
Yeah, we need a medic. Otherwise we're going to get killed real bad.
So
we need his 2 core cards and his 5 medic cards.
Oh, right, I see. They were just mixed there.
Yeah.
Have I?
Yep, that's them.
Okay. There was
You
the
got
one.
an upgrade.
Yeah, there was the one that threw me off. I thought I might have.
Cool.
Do we have a class board for Sedalian?
Yes.
Oh, right there in front of me. How could I have possibly have seen that?
I don't know, man. I guess you could have looked. I guess.
That just seems unlikely.
It does. Oh, we need a specialist type as well. Eden.
Cool.
Okay, so Sedalian gets their own modifier deck for attacks, and
Sedalian counts as a player as far as everything is concerned. He counts as a player. The only thing that he doesn't get is he doesn't get to take any loot. So when he gets captain's credits for doing a good job, we split that loot at the end of the mission. Yeah.
they're just going to be looking at a bunch of backpacks the whole game.
That's
I guess
true.
we could walk backwards into the room.
We could, yeah. We do have some people joining us, so thanks for joining the stream, team. If you have any questions or anything, we're happy to answer them. Otherwise, we're just going to keep talking about Life Ship, obviously.
Right.
Here we go. A specialist type for Sedalian.
Excellent.
So it is possibly worth noting that some of the setup, when you are playing your first games, if you don't have this video or a similar one to reference, is probably going to happen actually in the in between parts of the story. For example, you get specifically told to,
Go get armory equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so I think Chris is going to read the story out now.
We don't need that. It's on the website.
Oh yeah, it is. I forgot that.
Yep. Cool.
We don't need that. It's on the website. Could just about be our motto at this point.
Yeah. Cool. So you guys can't see this, but you can go onto the website right now and go to lifeshipgame.com, and you can open up the Prelude, because the Prelude is a totally free print and play that's available for anybody to download and play. And yeah, it's there, so you can actually test out the website and see what it's like. It's the website's functionality is all there. Stuff that we're still missing that we haven't finished yet are things like backing music for every mission, narration for every mission, and if you look at the stretch goals, you'll see that we have like actors and stuff on the stretch goals, because obviously professional voice acting costs money, and that's one of the things that we're hoping to do with this Kickstarter. So we're going to start with the introduction. Welcome to LifeShip. If you're like me, you've skipped reading the instructions. I am like me because I am me, and I'm the one that wrote this. So you've skipped reading the instructions and have started the mission. No worries. I'll give you some easy quick start info and get you on your way before you can even say, please don't. Step 1. Each player should choose one character from the available starting characters and collect 2 unique character equipment that are linked to your chosen character. We've done that. I've got Germany. Bradford has Bolivia, and Odin has USA, although we colloquially call them USA. Step 2, name your character. Okay, we need a pen.
Oh, true.
Yeah, we need to name our characters. 9. 9.
Oh, nice.
9.
Thanks, you ninth person.
So we are going to write on our characters because they are our characters, and we're going to come up with a cool name here. My character's name is going to be Jakob, because that's my last name is Jakobs.
I'm going to name mine. I'm going to try and name them something vaguely Bolivian and hope I don't go terribly wrong. I think I will go with Carlo Centora.
Nice, I like that, because it gives it a little bit more flavor. Like Jakob is a real person now. He exists in the universe. And
Also,
Odin, this is Odin's kryptonite. Making any decision about a name is just...
Well, there's just no right one. It's just a random name.
Yeah, there is no right one. Oh no. Oh my gosh.
do we have a modified deck for Sedalian?
Yeah. Cool. You can have concrete.
I'll get that shuffle.
Yeah, so the modifier decks are colored, and they're made of 20 cards. It's a randomizer for when you do attacks, and when you achieve your ambition, so if I get my 7 enemy scans, I'll get an upgrade for this modifier deck that I can take through the rest of the game.
I'm just gonna eat into your play area a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. So step 3, your character starts with 3 traits. You may now select a 4th trait and write it on the card. Excellent. So there will be the game's going to come with a little list of traits. We basically know what the traits are, so I'm just going to pick one. I'm going to pick Nimble.
My character has the traits Merchant, Nimble, and Charismatic, which may come up in some of the more roleplay sections of the game. And I'm going to add to that Educated. And the reason I'm doing that is because I know I have a bad habit of overusing Educated as a stat. So
Hot tip there.
that will probably get caught in future editing.
And I'm going to do Criminal, because that's the best one.
Criminal is the best one. We need to know if they're specifically criminals. If you've been following the LifeShip Facebook page, you will have seen some totally not me characters talking about this. Cool. So now we select a class from one of the 6 starting classes. The characters do have a suggested starting class on the back of the card. That is a suggestion only. You can mix and match as you see fit.
In fact, I don't think any of us are playing suggested classes.
I am.
Right?
Chris's.
Oh, you are?
I am,
okay,
yeah.
cool.
I am
I'm very
Scout and
basic.
Mechanics. So
Yeah.
I'm not.
But basically, we just play whatever classes we feel like, and I mean, When I originally did it, I had restricted classes, and these guys rightly told me that that was stupid, so we got rid of restrictions.
I'd like to say we were less harsh than that, but
They weren't.
We were really mad about not being able to have a doggo sniper.
yeah, that was the real breaking point.
Yeah,
was Dr. Chips couldn't be a sniper,
And they were
that
like,
just wasn't okay.
they were like, that's nonsense. And I was like, but how would he hold the gun? And they were like, it doesn't matter. So yeah, we got rid of it. And if we're playing solo, or if we want to have, if we were playing solo, we'd get Sedalion. Or if you're playing with less than 4 players, you can have Sedalion as an extra player. So if you're at home with your partner and you two want to play, but you want to have a third person, you can bring Sedalion in to fill in the gap. So you like have a soldier and a medic. You can have him come get loot for you, and he doesn't take that loot. He brings it back for you. Cool. So we're going to retrieve the map book and turn to page 1, which we already have done. And then we're going to continue with the story by selecting that we have 4 players. Now, it's important to note that Sedalion counts as a player. So if it ever asks you how many players you're playing with, and you have Sedalion, pick whatever amount of players, including Sedalion. So we've got 4 players. It is correct. We have 4 players. Oh, we got some sound. So we actually do have backing tracks for this one, which is cool.
Should I go turn off?
Yeah, turn off the music if you like. There might even... Did I narrate this?
I don't know if you put the narration on, but it's worth a try.
We'll try it. I may have already narrated this.
It's been a week since the ship departed Earth. You and around 20,000 other survivors clambered aboard one of the last life ships available, pursued by a horde of angry Xenos. You barely escaped with your lives. You're on your way to a meeting with the captain, walking the corridors of the ship. The whole place feels unfinished. It's full of building materials, metal sheets, plywood, and electronics strewn about with no organizational purpose. Looking through the open doorways, you see empty, half-finished rooms filled with people huddling together for warmth and security. A small boy with no pants on sprints past you in the opposite direction, making gun noises with his mouth and brandishing a long metal pipe with a surprisingly jagged end. Before you think to stop him, he's rounded a corner out of sight. The ship is massive, and it takes you almost an hour to walk from the rear section, where most of the refugees are located, to the front. You round a corner to find a tall woman standing near a doorway with a handwritten sign that says, Captain's Office. She is wearing a fluorescent green puffer vest over a white long-sleeve shirt. A thick pair of tech glasses cover her eyes, while her platinum blonde hair sits in a severely tied bun. She only acknowledges your presence after a few awkward moments of you waving your arms. Lifting the tech glasses to the top of her head, she runs an unfriendly eye over you. Needs must, she mutters, loud enough for you to hear. Anyway, the captain is inside. She waves a card over the scanner on the door. It flashes red and beeps a disappointing tune. She waves it again with the same result. Sighing with frustration, she sticks her rather large fingers into the break in the center and strains with effort to wrench the doors open. Eventually, the entry, 2/3 of the way open, the woman smiles and motions you into the room. Once you are through, she pulls the door shut behind you. The room is a 10-meter square with a single 1-meter square table in the middle. The captain is standing near the far wall, poking at a screen with one finger. The table has 2 chairs and a yellow beanbag around it. Turning, the captain spots you milling awkwardly near the door and smiles. Fantastic! My, super team is here. The captain is a relatively small person with thick black hair, a chiseled jawline, and an indefinable magnetism that makes you want to listen. Pull up a seat. They walk over to the table, gesturing at the chairs. Thank you for coming. Let me just put my cards. They pause for a moment and then lean on the corner of the table awkwardly. On the table, they grin. This ship is a shambles. We've got enough food to feed the masses for about 6 months. Then we start having some difficult conversations. I'm just joking. Eating people is like Plan D, at least. They laugh and begin pacing the room like a cat. At least we would have 6 months if we didn't have an infestation. They go to the tiny screen in the back of the room and gesture for you to join them. On the screen is a picture of a rat. This is the problem. They wave at the rat. We have rats eating all of our supplies. Now, normally this would be a job for exterminators or whatever, but needs must as the devil drives. They smile. So that's why I have assembled you, the super team. Right. Don't worry, it's not too dangerous. And just so you know, being on my super team has some perks. For one, you get access to the armory, such as it is. They whirl and walk toward the door, not to mention our supposed to be state-of-the-art cloning facility. Before you ask, it didn't exactly get every technical upgrade, but I have been assured by Star, the clone tech, that the equipment is an MVP. So if you die, we'll bring you back, good as new. They try to key open the door. It beeps but remains shut. After a few seconds, you see the door being pried open from the outside. Sasha will let you into the armory and show you where the food stores are. The captain smiles again. The smile seems to be their default facial position. Oh, I also had these super spiffy uniforms made for each of you. Don't worry, they are one size fits all. As you step into the hallway, Sasha scoffs at you. You realize that MVP means minimum viable product, right? She shrugs at your confused faces. The captain didn't mention this, but there is a terminal in the hold that has some data I need. Don't come back without it. She eyes you menacingly. And hurry up. Every minute you waste is another crate of snack cakes I don't get to eat. While you're not certain that Sasha could do anything to harm you, you decide to play it safe and agree to bring the data back.
Cool. That's a better narration than I thought it was. The plan for the actual narration is to get a professional to do all the narration, so that's just my voice, which is obviously mellifluous and perfect, and you guys are never going to get sick of hearing from me. But that's sort of a taste of what the website's gonna do. The website also tracks the choices that you make in missions. So what we do during the mission. There we go. So we're going to go to the next page. I'm just going to check our comments, see if anybody said anything to us. Love the narration. Yay! Thanks, Richard. Appreciate that. And I'll point that this way. Right.
I think that's the volume for the narration, not for the background audio.
Oh, right. Is there no volume for the background audio?
No, I think it's like a global
Top right
setting
corner?
somewhere.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Nice. Excellent. Cool. Stuff that we were told about there is the Super Team uniform. And we were also told that we could go to the armory and collect some armory equipment. So I'll tell you guys what I've collected. I'm just gonna turn the sound off there. All the controls are there, so that like when you're using the website, if you don't want to listen to our background noise, you can. That way you can have your own music on, which is what we had. But it sets the tone. There's rats and stuff there. So I've taken a nail gun and a rucksack from the armory. And I've got my Super Team uniform, PAL uniform here, because PAL uniform's from the Prelude, and we had those ready to go. The Super Team uniform is basically the same thing, but it's called Super Team. PAL is Sasha's squad before the captain arrives. So what we're going to do is we're going to read the next bit. I don't know if this is actually narrated, but it might be. It might be. I'm not entirely sure which parts I have narrated. Okay, it's not narrated. Cool, that's fine. That's my bad. And by my bad, I mean I've been making other parts of the game. And also knowing that I'm not going to be the main narrator for the game means that spending a huge amount of time narrating was not worth it. So, food storage. As you're leaving the armory, Sasha stops you. The captain also wants me to make sure you know about their captain's credits. She rolls her eyes. You'll receive them for doing things that the captain deems useful. Players receive captain's credits based on their class. Check the class board for details. So I'm playing the scavenger. So I actually don't earn captain's credits in the mission. I have to bring back salvage loot in order to get captain's credits. Bradford is playing a soldier. So his job is to defend, to tank. Notably, no classes that we're currently playing get captain's credits for killing things. Yeah, the objective here is to fight rats, but we also have to get the data from the console for Sasha. And the captain doesn't actually think it's cool when you kill stuff. The captain thinks it's cool when the soldier defends and when the mechanic plays multiple tech cards in a turn.
So yeah, my job isn't so much just killing enemies as it is keeping my teammates alive, as that is what's more important to the well-being of the ship. Also, just expanding on an earlier point, because I'm the soldier, I get 25 starting health and 11 starting energy. Chris is the scavenger, gets only 15 health but 13 starting energy. And Odin has 20 health, which is pretty robust, but only 10 energy, which is the lowest in the starting 6. We'll see if that causes some problems.
Now, Sedalian doesn't actually have energy because he operates using an AI deck, an enemy behavior deck, but it's an ally behavior deck. But he does have a total starting total health, which is 22, and we put that on a dial. So the Sedalian class board will actually have a dial that comes with it when we actually get the game printed. But for now, we're using these modified dials. And he notably also has 2 backpack slots, which means that if he salvages, he can store 2 backpack things. Do you want to turn on the music?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think we need to bring up the key now, don't we?
Yeah. But yeah, we can have the music back. Cool. So every room on the mission has a key, and when you go to that room in the website, you click the map setup thing, and the key comes up, and it's just right there on the screen, and you can follow it along. I'll turn it so you guys can see it a little bit better. There's the key, which means you don't have to go flipping through a book or anything. It's just like, bang, you open the map, the key's there, and you just set up exactly what you see on the key, which is, really, really handy. Our design principle here was to make LifeShip as easy and as quick to set up as possible. So my lovely assistants here are going to set up. I'm going to take off my hoodie because it's hot.
Broadly speaking, it's better to get the lower number enemies closer to the starting hexes as they operate just a bit more sensibly. But it's not something you have to particularly worry about or stress out about. Well, because I want to be defending right off the back, I actually want to be attacked. I'm going to put myself on the start hex closest to a rat and hope it attacks me. Or I can attack it. Both are good.
And I want to be next to the salvage pile, which I will be. Did it turn off? Did we lose it?
Might have lost the... no, it's still on.
Oh, just restarted? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so that's what these are, is salvage piles. And you'll see that we've got 2 2-dot piles and 1 3-dot pile, though if you flip it over, it will change to a different number, meaning you have to grab them out of somewhere else less frequently. So when you use a salvage action, which you'll see how that works when we're playing with the cards, you get to draw a number of these equal to your salvage stat, which for Chris is 3. And for the most part, what you're looking for is this number down here to be as high as possible, because that means it's worth the most salvage. But they also have different types. Those can, and later on, interact with different abilities, but also they help you build different types of equipment once you get back to the ship. I'll just give that a shuffle so that you don't get the tier 3 salvage right off the bat.
Thanks, man. That's what I was hoping for, is not getting the good salvage right off the bat.
Anytime. So, drawing cards?
Yep.
We've got to read some more stuff.
Okay.
Cool. So, geared up, you descend through the decks of the ship to the cargo hold. Thousands of pallets stacked to the ceiling fill the space. You get close enough to read the labels on a few pallets. Nutrient Block Alpha, pineapple pizza flavoring, and premium dog food. Gripping your weapon tightly, you approach the doorway from which Sasha informed you most of the food had been taken. The smell hits you first, a putrid, rotting smell, and then you hear the skittering. Rats. Beyond the doorway, you see ripped open cans of lima beans, bags of rotting meat shredded and half devoured, and just so much feces. Steeling yourself for the mission at hand, you enter the corridor and are immediately beset by large, toothy, angry-looking rats. Open the map book to... we already did this part. Place the player figures on the starting hexes. Retrieve the rat behavior deck, which we already have done. And the rats of usual size enemy card. So that's what we're going to be fighting, is rats of usual size. And that has all the information that we could want on it. It has their modifier, it has their health, it has any barrier that they might have.
What
Players,
we don't have is dice to track their damage.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
We'll get out some dice for us.
and we've got some choices on here. So there's a couple of doors. So we can open door 1, which is this door here. We can try to open the double doors, which are these here.
You open a door by walking through it.
Yeah. You don't need to take an action to open a door. You just walk into it, and it's good. So what players may now choose any number of cards they would like to play for the turn before revealing the enemy action card and before revealing Sedalian's cards. So we're going to shuffle up. So you shuffle your deck of... if you've taken a super team uniform and 2 pieces of armory equipment, then you should have 10 cards. If you're playing Bolivia, then you can have 11 cards because you can take an extra piece of armory equipment.
I didn't take an extra piece of armory equipment because I wanted my deck to be a bit smaller. And also there just kind of wasn't another piece of armor in there, which is what I really wanted. Though the armory does get added to as you go through the game.
Yeah, that's when you unlock, when you scan things and unlock new things.
Or in encounters, or as mission rewards, or just lying on the ground somewhere.
Yep.
So, Dramatic Cape, is that still not currently worded correctly? So I can do this in response to an attack, is that correct?
No, I have reworded it so that it does what people think it does, which is that it means you can dodge an attack by going invisible.
Yeah.
Cool. So, if I were advising new players, I would say just play your 5 cards, and then as we resolve those, you'll learn how to play the game. But because we are all experienced, I am actually going to choose what I'm playing.
Oh,
I am going to play all 5 cards.
I think,
Oh, also we're risking quite a bit here because we haven't painted our characters. You know, we've played a lot of Gloomhaven and Frosthaven and things like that. And generally speaking, if you don't paint your figures, then they get killed more quicker. So
yay, mutations.
yay, mutations. Yeah, if you die, it's okay because you get a mutation. Cool.
Okay, so now we reveal the enemy and Sedalian cards.
Indeed. We've got 4 people on our stream.
Oh.
Hi, 4 people.
Welcome to the stream, 4 people.
Okay, that was around the right.
We're trying to keep track of all the different avenues of communication. Right.
Right, that's actually a little bit nasty, but I think it's going to be okay. So
And Sedalian. Oh, we've got Sedalian. Cool.
So you can see here, there are numbers at the bottom of each card. That is when in the turn they happen. So my earliest action is on 18. It isn't the earliest that's happening full stop. That's this card here, an eye for value on 7, which has a reputation for getting scavengers killed. But it'll be okay
Yay.
this time. Hey, why isn't Sedalian on the board?
Yeah, we got to get Sedalian out there.
So the very first thing in the turn that's going to happen is Chris's Eye for Value card. But then winding through the turn on 21, Sedalian will do this. On 24, the rats are going to do this. And we'll explain what this is when it happens.
So the first thing I'll do is I'll reduce my energy by 1 to pay for Eye for Value. Now, when Eye for Value comes up, I can pay the energy cost in the top right, or I can pay the energy cost for a basic action, which is what I'm going to do since I'm standing next to a salvage pile. So I'm going to do a basic salvage on that salvage pile. So I have a salvage of 3. I draw 3 cards and take one of them. There's a tier 2, so I take the tier 2 metal screws, which has the...
Don't forget, you can put them on the top if you want to.
Yeah, no, they were bad. Looks like the ship has more than a few screws loose. Yeah, classic. So every card in Life Ship has flavor text where we've included lore and jokes and other stuff. Cool, so that's me on 7.
Okay, so now it's me on 18. On 18, I'm going to play Protective Sweep, which is 2 energy, taking me to 9. And Protective Sweep is a defense. So my defense stat is 3. So I defend for 3. Nice and simple there.
It's not, though.
I'm about to...
Oh, right.
I promise. However, this also has a black box, which has a +1 in it. So it references my defense stat, and it adds +1, which makes it 4. And I can also then move +1. My move is 2, but because of +1, it can be 3. And then this final symbol here is Protect. Protect means if I'm standing next to one of my friends and they get attacked, I can be attacked instead, which is fantastic because that will earn me money. So I'm going to move into this hex to hopefully be close to more rats and get more attacked, basically.
Because the captain likes watching him defend the attacks. Yeah.
Okay.
18?
Only if no one gets
19.
hurt.
19. Yeah, only if no one gets hurt.
19, I will give anyone attacking. You're attacking?
Yep.
I'll give you advantage.
Nice.
I'm also attacking.
So do we have... They're over here.
Advantage tokens will be in there somewhere. I'll
Sorry.
give you the map.
Thank you, Ed.
Here we go.
Cheers.
Oh, where did the mouse go?
It might be a good idea to get a few of the bags out. I'm not sure. The more common ones. Wound. Is
I'll
it- is
get
it
out at
become-
least the wounds
Yeah.
since that's about to come up.
Alright, so now it's you on 20. Oh, and I'll explain how advantage works when I attack, but so you know, Odin has just given me a buff to my attack.
I will just spend 1 energy to gain a defense, I guess. Oh, that's not my dial. So I played that out in case I needed to move, but I don't need to move, so can you pass me a die? I will just gain my 2 defense. Ding!
So,
Now it's 21 with Sedalian,
Right, so he can move and apply 5 weaken.
which seems pretty useful.
yeah, I think that he might as well. He's got 2 move. He might as well just move up behind us and then apply weaken to rat number.
Rat number 1.
Sure.
We have some.
Actually, apply it to rat number 3 because I'm protecting, I'll have more chances of blocking one.
So it's important to note that while Sedalian, we don't choose what Sedalian's cards are because it's randomized in his deck. We do get to choose what his abilities are. So his ability is a move and apply weaken 5. If we didn't want to
At
do
range.
that, yeah, at line of sight. If we didn't want to do that, we could actually have him do something else. We could have him salvage, any of the basic actions because he's a player for all intents and purposes. So rat number 1 now has weaken 5, which is good for us.
Okay, so now it's the rats on 24. So rat number 1 would love to attack the person that went fastest, but they're not next to the person that went fastest, and this card doesn't have a move on it. So they're going to attack me for 3 damage, and they're going to modify that attack with this card here. So this is a +1. So we reference the fact that it's a plus to this, so that's a 1, meaning that they're attacking for 4 and 2 wounds. And this means that they're also adding 2 hobble onto that, so hobble will slow you down. Thankfully, however, I happen to have 4 defense banked earlier, so I will defend that entire attack because I don't take the status conditions, and much more importantly, it means I get paid.
And if you're wondering about the modifier thing, that modifier ranges between 0 and 4, although we may make some bosses that have a higher modifier, but what that means is that this same deck that the enemies use can operate differently depending on which enemy it is. So rats of usual size have a modifier of 1, so if they hit you harder, they only hit you harder for 1, or 2 if it's a crit. But some enemies might have a modifier of 2, so if they hit you, if they got the same plus, they'd get a +2. The minuses work the same way. So if it's bigger enemies tend to have a bigger modifier. So if you're fighting a giant tentacle squid thing,
Spoilers.
I know, right? And it hits you, it's going to hit you much harder. But if it hits you, but if it misses you, it's going to miss you much farther as well. So that's the idea behind that.
So that was rat number 1. We always go in ascending order of enemies. When there are 2 different types of enemies, we'll explain what that happens if it crops up. No spoilers. So now rat number 3 is going to try and attack me as well. So it flips the top card, which is a +0. So it's attacking me for 3 and 2 wound.
But it has weaken 5.
It has
so
weaken
it's attacking
5.
you for -2.
Yeah.
Do I need to play a card to defend this to get my captain's credit? Well, it looks like I automatically defended that, which is great for Sedalian, just giving me money there.
Yeah, because
Good work, pal.
we established that giving enemies weaken was a valid defense strategy. Yeah.
So rat 4 would also love to attack someone, but they're not next to anyone. That doesn't have a move, so their turn is wasted. And we go on to the next card, which will be my attack to defend on 26. So this references my attack stat with a +6. My attack is 2, but because I'm a soldier, I have the ability to add +1 to that. So it's 3 + 6 is 9, and I flip a modifier card. Now, because Odin gave me advantage, this advantage is spent, and instead I flip 2 and choose the best one. And, wow, that is really overkill. So that is going to be 9 + 3 + a wound, so that is 12 damage. The rat doesn't have any static defenses, and it doesn't have any current defenses. This I'm attacking rat 3, by the way.
Yep.
So I'm going to do straight up 12 damage to it, and it had 3 health. So
Yeah, it was just a regular rat. It wasn't like
Yeah.
anything special.
and now it's, I think the technical term is jam.
Oh, did we turn? Was this a 2?
Yeah.
Cool. So that should be a 1. Sweet. 37.
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. I am shooting at the rat number 1. And I missed. I suppressed him.
But that is a
wrong
valid
person
defense
advantage.
strategy.
Yeah,
Meaning that if it attacks me later with that weaken, I get more money.
it's true. 45.
45.
Go for it.
Cool. I'll salvage the rest of that pile.
Excellent.
Boink. Put those on the bottom, and then this pile goes away. I've cleared that entire pile.
Sedalian
Yay!
on 51. How much in it? Oh, Odin can't take
I haven't
two.
spent any.
I could take energy.
You probably don't need it as much as I do.
I
mean,
mean,
can you-
soldier.
Yeah, so
Well,
so,
true, but
so,
he's a scavenger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
scavengers can use energy.
I can use the
Soldiers
energy, you
literally
can't.
use energy.
All right, fine. Now, because Sedalian has given you energy,
He gets
Sedalian
a-
earns a captain's credit.
Ding! Captain's credit for Sedalian. And then we split those evenly among the team at the end of the mission.
Yeah, and you can probably work that however works best for your team. So, for example, we could wait until he's got 1 captain's credit for each of us, or we could give that captain's credit out immediately to Chris, and then maybe make a note somewhere that I get the next one, and then Odin, or however
Yeah.
it's going to work.
Yeah. Ideally, it's just you guys are working together. This is a cooperative game. People have different general goals that they're aiming for, but it is cooperative. No, we're still at 11. Gotta share the project out there. If you're out there, share it with your friends. Let's get it going. So
All right. So both Odin and I are going on 66. Because there's a tie, we get to decide, but in this case, it really doesn't matter. As what we're both doing is playing a rucksack, and because this has an infinite symbol, it means the rucksack is going to stay out, and other cards will have a condition to put them back in your discard as well. So I go to 6 energy.
12.
12.
Thanks. Yay.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
You guys are amazing. 98.
98.
98? Oh, we're both on 98.
98. Cool. I will gain an enemy scan of that rat.
Here you go.
Excellent.
1 enemy scan.
So enemy scan is worth 2 captain's credits, most importantly, but also it's how you unlock new equipment. So if I can get this back, like if I survive and I get this data stick back to the ship, we'll have a scan of a rat, which is good, because then we can develop some new equipment after we know what a rat of usual size is.
And is these each scan also comes with a little bit of lore as well. Do we
Yeah.
have that on the website at the moment?
We do.
It does, yeah, we
so
have-
the lore as to how you come to unlock that equipment, given your in-depth knowledge of a picture of a rat.
Which they did start the mission already having.
Yeah,
Well, the important thing is he gets 2 captains.
I get 2 captain's credits, which is what I wanted. Yeah,
Cool.
You're never dissatisfied on your birthday.
I'm never dissatisfied.
So
yeah.
I'm also on 98. I'm just going to do a simple move. And
Do you want to
move
explain
2
how,
hexes.
even though this is an attack, you are doing a move with it?
Oh yeah, sure. So this has 2 modes. I can either do the main attack, or I can do the basic actions on the left-hand side. One of the basic actions being move, and my move is 2, so I can move 2 hexes. So I'm just going to move out into the front so I can see what's going on.
Cool. And I think that's all of the cards resolved. So what we do now is you draw back up to 5. So if you still have cards in your hand, like the soldier, you draw less cards, but you always draw back up to 5 cards.
So it's very important as a soldier to keep some cards in your hand because you can play them reactively as defenses. You don't just have to play proactive defenses like I did with Protective Sweep. You can respond. You also gain 2 energy at the start of your turn.
Yep.
Unless you're Chris, who got 2 energy
13.
last turn.
13.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
I did get 2 energy last turn. Suck it.
There are no obstacles in here.
There are not any obstacles.
Oh, that's
in here.
lame.
It's
I
a
know,
corridor.
it is lame.
Who
People don't
designed
just
this?
Leave boxes out in the corridor.
Was it us?
It was us.
No. Oh, we've made a mistake.
If you open one of the doors, then there'll be boxes in there.
Well, we don't know that. It's only
You
printed
can
on the
see
map.
them on the map.
I mean, those could be those could turn out to be anything. So here's another example of an infinity card, and this one has 1 pip, meaning that it does the thing once and then goes back to my discard. It's also a very powerful effect, which is I may add stun to one of my attacks, and stun is miss a turn, basically. All right, are we ready to flip their cards?
I think so. I'm just going to check the comments on the Kickstarter, make sure that we're not missing any.
Anything
comments.
important?
Yep.
Okay. So on 50, Sedalian is going to do a ranged attack, and a big one.
Fusion Pulse.
And does that one...
It allows you to redraw if you
Yeah.
don't want to. Yeah.
He's just struggling to read upside down there for a moment.
And the rats are doing Dark Cunning, their most infamous. Well, no, their second most
yeah,
infamous.
their most
card.
infamous card is called Just a Taste.
I was going to go with Eyeball Rip.
Nah.
That one's not infamous. That one's just. It
Oh,
usually
wait,
doesn't
right.
do anything.
Yeah,
Fair
yeah,
enough.
but Just a Taste it kills people.
Yeah.
It's like it's attack 1, but somehow it just murders players.
All right. And they're going to be retreating, which might just be very annoying for me.
I think we're first on 2 with
2.
safety goggles.
Yeah, I'll go on 2. Cool. We're gonna go 1, 2. Cool.
Don't stand next to the rat if you're going faster than me. The rat's going to prioritize the person that they can hit that went
It's
fastest.
weekend 4.
Yeah, but I want money. All right, so next up is Odin on 22.
I'm moving over to the salvage pile.
Uh,
Very
You've got a
clearly.
long time before they actually attack, and
Yeah.
it's a ranged attack.
On 22, I will. Not really a good move for me to do here.
2 barrier could be useful, seeing as they're doing to attack.
Yeah, I'll do 2 barrier just in case I get attacked.
Yeah.
I think it's unlikely, but
It is unlikely, but you are going faster than me
Yeah.
because of that card.
Yeah, but both of us have like real fast things going this turn.
So the difference between barrier, blue, and defense, which is black, is once you get attacked, I think I may have put my die in the wrong place earlier. Once you get attacked, your defense will negate that much damage and then go away. Your barrier will negate that much damage, but it lasts until the end of the turn, so it's a bit more powerful. So I'm on 25. And do we want Sedalian to redraw that? I
We
think.
choose
What's
on
on
50.
50?
I see.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. So on 25, I'm going to set up my stunning throw, so that next time I attack something, I can stun it instead. Well, as well, rather. So I go down to 7 energy.
I'm not till 33.
I think you're next on 33.
33? Cool.
And then Sedalian. No, sorry, and then the rats are retreating.
Yeah, I'll move. We'll go 1. Where am I? 1, 2. We'll go here. Cool. 66.
Yeah, if you get the opportunity, you should try and open that big door after you've done a bit more salvaging.
Big one?
Yeah,
Okay.
and big is more exciting. Right?
Big is more exciting, yeah.
Okay, so
42 is the
42,
rats
yeah.
are retreating. So rat number 1 will retreat backward 1, away from as many players as possible.
That rat is as far away as it can be, I think.
Well, I think this might be
I
farther
see.
It
away.
is farther, yeah,
Yeah.
on the salvage pile.
I didn't see that hex because it was behind the rat.
Right, yeah.
Though I didn't know there was a salvage pile there, so silly me. Should we explain a bit more about the AI, or just keep going?
About what?
Well, just how they choose what to retreat to, or move
Oh,
towards.
sure, yeah. I mean, the way enemies work is the first thing that they always focus is proximity. So whenever they're doing an ability, so here they've got a retreat. That's the yellow person running away. When they're retreating, they see whoever's closest. They focus that person and then activate their ability based on that person. So in this instance, retreat is to step away, because when you're adjacent to someone and you're doing a ranged attack, you get disadvantage, which is pull 2 cards from the modifier deck and take the worst one. Or in the case of enemies getting disadvantage, pull 2 cards from the modifier deck and we get to choose which one we want. So soldiers sometimes will take a hit instead of a miss, because then they can get a captain's credit. After proximity, if there's still a tie, they pick who went fastest. So you look at who played the earliest card, And in this instance, I played a 2, so if it was between me and Bradford here, or Jacob and Carlo, then they would look at me because I went on 2, so I'm the scariest person. And then after that, what's the next step?
So it's.
Usually that resolves all problems.
I mean, I think the next step
It's
is
just
actually
player
player
choice.
choice.
Player
It's a
choice.
tie
Yeah.
At that point,
Yeah.
we did previously have it as they would attack the lowest health enemy, but
Oh.
we decided we wanted more player agency in that.
Yeah. So if it's tied, and most of the time, I think almost 100% of the time in the game, if there's a tie, players choose to their advantage. Yeah.
Also, I want to say you did a very good job of remembering that I named my character Carlo because there's no way you could read that.
I couldn't read it. Yeah.
It says at best Kono.
Yeah. Yeah. So the enemies, you'll notice that they do multiple actions per turn. So you can't. It's not just one activation. They're activating throughout the turn. And this is the very first tutorial mission. So rats of usual size are not very scary. But later enemies will have much bigger attacks. They'll do multiple things. They'll have multiple attacks on each card. And actually, this same behavior deck, the same rat behavior deck, gets very scary because later on we use it with much tougher rats. So this card changes, but these cards don't. And the rats are scary. Yeah.
So, next up we have Sedalion on 50. Now, Sedalion has a big ranged attack, which they could definitely do to zoot one of these rats. Now, I'm going to very selfishly argue that we have Sedalion not do that, because then I will get attacked more. Which we do point out at some point in the Kickstarter page that you can... sometimes with the inept captain, he'll pay you for doing things that aren't actually in the team's favor. So I'm guessing my teammates are going to overrule me on that suggestion.
No, more captain's credits equals more good.
Yeah, more Captain's Credits equals more
Fantastic.
good.
So should we flip a new card, or should we have him do a basic action?
No, let's flip him a new card.
Okay, so now this is a very bad result because this was on 50.
No.
You resolve each
You
one.
resolve them.
Oh, right.
This is a good
Well,
result.
I should
Yeah.
read things.
Yeah.
Um,
So
Yeah,
what
'cause
what this says
you
is
hear the whole time.
Right,
you reveal a new card and then resolve them in initiative order, even if the initiative has passed. So because we've revealed this and all of these initiatives are already passed, we resolve all of these abilities, which means he now has 3 actions that he can do instead of just the one. And we can get him to do basic actions. We can have him cure or heal, but no one's hurt yet. No one's taken any damage. So we probably just want him to do some basic actions like walk towards the door. 1, 2, 1. Should we have him open the door?
Do we want to open that one or the big one first? Also, we could. I know this will annoy you. We could have him salvage
I
because
don't.
he does have 2 slots.
I think we should just have him open the door.
Okay,
Open the door.
what could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Indeed. Cool.
I mean, the worst that could go wrong is
Oh,
Sedalion gets killed.
We did move him, and it's the same amount of moves, so we might as well
Give him the
defend
defense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
That's smart.
So that is defend +4. That is actually a defense of 6.
That's a pretty good defense. Yeah. So we're gonna go open up door 1.
Just as a very quick aside, you'll see that there are different colored borders here, blue, gray, and blue. These are the medic programs that only come if you're using the medic, whereas the gray ones are in every Sedalion deck.
Cool. Forcing the door open, you can tell that this room has been shut for a long time. The sounds of skittering are much quieter in here, but you spot a few rats toward the back of the room. Given how easily you handled the first lot, you ready your weapon and begin marching. Just as you take your first step, you hear a soft mechanical whirring and watch as a security turret rises from the ground, its gently spinning gun barrels pointed directly at your head. You barely have time to react before it starts firing. So we go to the map set up here.
Better
And
you than me, Sedalion. Oh wait, no, I'd get money if I was getting shot.
cool. So
Worse you than me, Sedalion.
we can see on the map that there's a turret in here, and there are some obstacles. And there should be a rat in there as well. Isn't there supposed to be a rat in there?
No.
In
No.
the conversion, there is.
Oh, there isn't a rat.
Yeah.
Cool.
In the it is described in the text, and I think it's there in the full version.
Yes.
We're playing our demonstration version, which is just a bit
Quicker.
quicker, so we can show it to more people.
We've got a.
That turret is
Oh, yeah.
a little bit over the top. I don't think we can beat that one.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. And so what we do anytime, let's move this out of the way so people can see. Anytime you reveal a new enemy, enemies in a new room, you look at their card and then you reveal a card for them. And unfortunately, we have opened the door on 50, which means that the turret's going to get to do both of its attacks.
Also, just as a very quick disclaimer, these are 3D printed objects that we're using while in the testing phase. The game will come with standees that will show you very clearly how high the object is so that you know whether or not you're standing out of sight or not.
Yeah, so there'll be two heights of obstacles. So there's half-height obstacles, which you can shoot over, and full-height obstacles, which you cannot shoot over. They're block line of sight. Pretty straightforward.
And if you can get enough people to back the Kickstarter, we might get to the point where we will be able to add a STL pack for you to print your own.
Yeah, that's true.
Obstacles.
Which is quite exciting. Cool. So now we're dealing with some extra enemies, which is fun. Yeah. So that's him, right? Because he went 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, he's here. We can have him step up to the turret.
Yeah,
Yep,
ranged
then it gets
attacks.
disadvantage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Cool.
harder to hit with a ranged attack if something's in your face.
Cool. There's a lot of obstacles in there.
Yeah, so I think it's now the turret on 58.
I believe so as well, yeah. So turret attacking. So a turret attacking a stallion with disadvantage.
Yep, and Stallion has 6 defense.
Well, that's a good time to
That's
get
a-
disadvantage, I guess.
And I guess he has 6 defense.
So
right?
he defends
if we
it.
pick
defends
Vital Strike
4, so
there,
yeah. No, what's the turret's one? It will take 1. Because it's got 6 defense, 2 of which are pierced.
No, but we picked this one.
Oh. Right. Yeah, that's canny.
Yeah, because this is actually +3. So this has Pierce 2, which means it would pierce through 2 of these defenses, and it adds 1, which would mean it would be 4, 5, and piercing 2 of these defenses would mean he effectively has a defense of 4, but here we just add +2 to it, which he perfectly defends.
So the way we usually describe disadvantages, flip 2, pick the worst one, but it's actually flip 2 the defender chooses.
Yeah. And in the case of enemies, when a player has disadvantage, there are numbers on the cards, and the enemies will always choose the higher numbered cards. So there is a hierarchy. It's very straightforward. Cool. So 66 is me next.
Yeah, I'm not till 72.
Cool. 66. I will.
54, the rats each gain 2 barrier.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And
66. I'm going to set up my rucksack.
we all got a rucksack.
We all got a rucksack. Cool. I'm on 79. So 67.
So what does the rules say about that question mark there? Sorry, I missed that.
Oh, that is the it's in the
It's-
mission objective.
it's the
rather
terminal.
than the actual rule story text. So
Yeah.
it's the terminal that has the data for Sasha.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do we access it?
Yep. So you can take a salvage action to hack the terminal. Yeah.
Cool. Is it 72?
No, it's.
I believe it's
turret.
67.
Yeah.
So turret attacks Sedalian with disadvantage.
Yep. Man, we're
Well, we're
gonna
Gear
have
shot.
an easy time later on.
Gear shot is
Just
normal damage, right?
normal damage for
Yeah.
him. So he takes 4.
Yep.
Cool. So he goes down to 18. Poor Sedalian. Taking 1 for the team.
If one of us had gotten gear shot, one of our equipment might have gotten destroyed instead. Well, would have gotten destroyed instead. Okay. So now is it 72?
68 is the rats.
I thought I was moving before them for some reason. Oh well.
68.
Yep.
Rats are doing some shooting.
So rat number 1 is going to shoot Bradford.
Yep.
It's weakened.
It hits you for 0
And
or
money.
-2.
Money. Boing.
Rat number 4
see
is
I'm
going
really
to
getting
shoot
paid for doing
either Chris or Bradford, but I think Chris went first.
Yeah, Chris went on 2.
I did go into.
Cool.
I'm about to take some damage.
So hitting you for no damage.
Yes! I got a miss.
Nice.
Yeah, I never have to pay for the consequences of my actions.
Okay. So now 72, I'm going to move up next to those rats. So instead of doing its main function, which is 2 energy, I'm going to do its side function, which is 1 energy. And I'm going to move my movement of 2. So I go to 6.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to go 1, 2 here.
Wellycon posted about us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, Welligon.
Thank you, Wellycon.
Looking forward to it again this year.
Yeah, we're booked in. We're very excited. 79?
Go for it.
77.
Oh,
77?
I will spend 2 energy to do a scrap shuffle. So I will go 1, 2, 3.
Are
No,
you just
what?
gonna-
Go in there!
I can't get to that salvage
Ugh.
pile. Oh no, I can. I have move +2. 4. Yeah, so I'll go here, and then I will salvage +1. So I have a salvage of 0, +1 because of my class ability, +1 because of this ability, which means I get to salvage for 3.
Jesus. The worst mechanic.
The best mechanic.
Yeah, apparently.
And is it
79?
79?
Cool. So I'm going to set up I Need That, which has changed, Bradford. I don't know if you saw that. So that has changed. Just a small modification.
Right.
Yeah, so instead of giving +1 to your salvage stat, it just gives you an extra card when you salvage.
Yeah. Means that it's universally good whether or not you had 3 or 4 salvage.
Or 1 or 0 or whatever, yeah.
85?
Yep.
On 85, I'm going to use Army of 1 for basic actions, but because it has this plus here, I get plus to that action. So my salvage is 1, but with +1, that's 2. So I get to look at 2 cards and take half of them round down. And, well, there's a very obvious choice of a 2-tiered wooden plank versus a 0-tiered, whatever I'm putting on the bottom. I didn't even look.
Cool. 90. I will use Breakdown. Breakdown has plus basics on it as well. So I'm going to salvage this 3 pile. I get a salvage +1, so that gives me a salvage of 4. And I'm going to use I Need That, which will allow me to take an extra card from the 4. So I will get to take 3 cards out of the 4 cards I look at. And congratulations, they're trash. But one of them is a Xeno salvage.
I mean, to be fair, we are literally digging through our own trash.
That is fair. Cool.
Okay.
And that's the end of the round.
Yep.
Next round.
7 energy. Hopefully, many more attacks by the rats.
Well,
Okay.
What I'm hoping for is to get my Geno scan so that I can scan that turret before someone kills
I
it.
had 2 cards in my hand. I'm drawing up to 5, so I put these 2, which were for my deck, and then I need 1 more, so I'll shuffle my
Hey
discard
guys,
back
we
in.
have a New Zealand-based board game YouTube channel where we play through games. We would be super keen to check out a game. Flick us a message.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Yeah, definitely. We will. We'll be in touch for sure.
Okay.
We've got copies of the Prelude that we can send you. Yeah, we'll be in touch sometime soon. In the meantime, if you can share the Kickstarter page and get people to back us, that would be amazing. We would be very thrilled with that.
Okay, so keeping more defenses in my hand, and that's gonna go up. The less energy I have, the more things I'm gonna hold back.
Oh, I took all of that.
Oh yeah. So you reduce. Sorry. You reduce a pile by the amount of cards you took back into your deck. Sorry, I'm just gonna go using them.
Cool. Did you reduce your pile in there?
Yes.
Cool. Oh, we got another. Yes.
13.
Cool. Everybody picked?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Sedalian is going to be healing. The turret is going to be shooting and barriering. And the rats?
The rats are going to be diseased biting.
That's nasty.
That's a nasty one. Yeah, cool. I'm on 2.
I'm on 5.
I think 2 is first.
Cool. 2. I will go 1, 2. Sweet. I'm done
Did
on.
you not get to do 2 actions with your scrap shuffle?
I did. I moved and then salvaged.
Oh, you only removed 1 card. Sorry, I thought.
He only has a salvage of 0.
Yeah.
And Scrap Shuffle has had a little bit of a nerf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
has
it's
2
cheaper
energy
as well,
now,
as well.
so-
It is cheaper, yeah. Yeah, it's cheaper, but yeah.
You're on 5.
Yes, I am. So I'm going to set up defensive posture, which allows me to increase my defense. Usually, we would have a bit more space because it would be spread around the table. It allows me to increase my defense by 2 when I'm defending normally.
I am going to.
It's around 35. Yeah. Cool.
I'll move.
Oh, the barrier on the rats was from last turn, right? So
Yeah.
we can
Yes.
move that.
Yeah, they don't have barrier anymore.
Cool. 20.
Go for it, I think.
Yep. Oh, they're gonna attack me if I stand there, huh?
I
Wait.
think the they will. Yep.
Odin, can we stand on the question mark?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's probably where we should move Sedalion.
Cool.
One of the
Because you can't salvage it. And you're blocking the way for anyone else.
Why can
One
I
of
not
the-
salvage it?
46.
Don't you have a salvage of 0?
I have a salvage of 1.
Oh, of
Also,
course you
even
have
if I had a
salvage
salvage of 0, I can still do a salvage action
can
to
still-
get objectives.
Yeah. You can
Right,
still have
I wasn't
objectives.
sure if this one was one where you needed to count up. a
Oh yeah,
certain
it's
amount.
not a cumulative. It's just a salvage action.
Yeah. Cool.
But also I do.
Oh,
have
20.
that.
So 20. My character has a special ability. Every character has a special ability. My character's special ability is I can store data sticks behind my character, which means that they're not clogging up my deck, which is really handy. 33, 26.
Yeah, it's 25, Sedalion.
25. Cool. So he could heal himself and move over to stand on top of the thing.
Well, if Odin's going to salvage the terminal, I think just...
Just have him heal himself.
Yeah.
Cool. Boink. So he gets his health back. Dum, 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 back up to 22. Nice.
Alright, so now 26. So I'm going to attack rat number 1. Flipping a modifier card. And that's my other crit. So the rat is again jam.
You could even stun it if you wanted to. And it would be a stunned pile of jam.
I think I have better uses for it.
Yeah.
than that. You-
33, you're on the same as the turret, so you can either go.
I mean, the
before or
turret's
after.
getting a barrier, so we'll just
Yeah.
give the turret the barrier. I'm going to set up makeshift tools.
Probably my favorite card in the game, I think, actually.
It is quite a good card.
Allows you to use salvage to do other actions.
It's 4 barrier. I just rolled the dice.
I'm paying attention. I know what's going on.
That's a first.
I know, right?
I mean, for any of us with Lucian.
46, 35 rats. So the rat can move too, but it won't because it's already next to Bradford. And then it's 46, which is the turret. So the turret is going to attack me.
Yep.
Cool.
So turret attacks
Disadvantage.
you with disadvantage. So for 2.
Cool. I take 2.
And you also get hobbled 4.
Yeah, that's the bad bit. Hubble 4. Where are my tokens? There we go. So all the tokens are reversible, so it has 4 here, but if it was 3, it's just on the other side. We try and make it user-friendly, so that you're not having to grab a bunch of tokens.
Let's reduce this token last turn as well.
54?
Yep.
Cool, 54. What am I even doing? Oh, I'm trying to move. Am I on a salvage pile?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's what I wanted. I will salvage with my salvage. I will use my salvage to salvage. So I'll reduce makeshift tools. So I have a salvage of 3, which means I look at 3 and I can reduce. I need that to take an extra 1, which I will not do. But I will take this treasure salvage.
Not taking extra salvage. That's got to be a first for a salvage.
Well, it was 3 2 zeros.
I know.
Yeah. And I can reduce this in a more efficient way. Cool. And we replace that with a 2. So these are reversible as well, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Yep, that's me, done.
Yeah, I don't have another actions. so-
67.
Yep, 67.
So that rat-
is going to attack.
That rat's going to attack Bradford.
Miss. Apply weaken 4.
Bother. Because it missed, I didn't defend anything, so I
Yeah.
don't get any money.
82. I will spend 2 energy to discard this tech card, and I will shocking solution the turret.
No, I want to scan it. That's fine.
I'm not. Oh, 4 attack. I might kill it. So I'm attacking with disadvantage. So I hit it for 7 and a stun, so it has 1 health.
Right.
Nice.
Nice.
Which is what I was planning on.
It has 4 barrier.
Oh, it has 4 barrier. So I
Right,
hit
so
it for 3 and a
so you
stun.
weren't going to
Right.
kill it anyway. Pass
Yeah.
me a blue die.
There you go.
And a stun?
Yep, and a stun.
Do we have a stun?
We don't have a stun ready, sorry.
That's okay. I will get one from our baggies.
90.
Odin.
Yep.
There's no stuns. Oh, no, I found them. I found them. I found our little baggie of stuns. Yay!
Yeah, I think it's just you here.
So the easy thing
Well,
was
I saw Stallion's on
stun
99.
means that whatever its next ability box is, so one of these boxes, it will skip it. Yeah, so pretty straightforward.
I will salvage the thing next to me. Having played my second tech card this round, I get 1 captain's credit.
Ding!
Nice.
And I'll salvage this.
Oh, so we
which
get to
gives
read a
me-
thing?
Oh. Will give me something, presumably. in
Yeah,
the
probably.
future.
So we get to read a thing. Hack the terminal. Clearing away fecal matter from the console, you manage to get power running through what remains of the wires. The screen lights up, and even though you can only see half of it, you manage to download the usable data. You also hear the sound of the other door unlocking. It looks like there is a personal file labeled The Adventures of Maria Susan, as well as a partial schematic for 2 buildings. Just as you are about to open the personal file, the screen fizzes and sparks, lighting a small fire that you just barely managed to avoid as you yank the storage drive from the console. Cool. Gain 1 data salvage. Boink. So Odin grabs data salvage, which is also worth 2 captain's credits. So that's with everything in the game, the objectives and stuff, we try and reward you for doing the mission. So in this instance, he's getting the thing that Sasha yelled at us about, and he'll get paid for it. So Sedalion on 99.
98 first.
Oh,
I
98?
have my steel-capped boots, which I will go 1-2.
Odin is not attacking to kill the turret, so that Chris can get extra captain's credits. by
And
scanning.
so we can scan it.
Yeah. Well, because more equipment is better for me as well.
That's
yeah.
true.
Cool. It is risky though. We are risking because it might murder us.
And 99. Well, he's stunned,
Oh,
so there's less of a risk.
Oh, he can cure someone.
Yeah. He can cure you 1.
Yeah, but then he gets a captain's credit.
He does get a captain's credit.
Nice.
He can also heal you too.
Do I get healed and cured?
Yep.
Nice. That puts me back to full. I'm very pleased with that. That is a good outcome for me.
Probably was demonstrated by what we just did, but heal increases your hit points back to closer to full, and cure removes nasty things like weaken and hobble. So,
Cool.
I get 1 captain's
Oops.
credit. Let's not have a feedback loop, please.
No. Sorry, team. That was a misclick. My bad. That's going to be awkward for you. That's all right. So we regained 2 energy, and we draw back up to 5.
18,
Yes.
27, 85. Actually, I'm not sure if I do want to play that Protective Sweep. I think I'll keep Protective Sweep in my hand.
Cool. Everybody ready?
Yes.
Cool. All right. So the turret is shooting. Sedalion is healing and curing.
And the rats are just a tasting. Which, lucky for us, there's only 1 of them.
There's
so
only one,
Their
yeah.
devastation will be limited.
I'm not till 16.
Also, I'm pretty happy to get attacked twice. I'm not till 27, but
So,
the rats are on 10.
10. Right. So the rat on 10 will not move, but he will taste you for 1.
Hits you for 2 and weaken 4.
Okay, well, I will... Oh, hold on, that's on 10. No,
Yeah.
I don't have any defenses fast enough to hit something on 10.
Get wrecked.
So, yeah. So here I have in my hand, for example, my Super Team uniform on 20, but because the attack is happening on 10, I'm not going fast enough.
The defenses have to go the same speed or faster than the actual attack. Why did he get 2?
I had one from a
Oh
miss
right.
earlier
So
that
you're
suppressed me.
very weak.
Yeah.
I see. That makes sense.
Fortunately, all the weaken goes away after a single attack, so...
Yeah. 16.
Yep.
Cool. I will salvage.
And that puts your makeshift tools in your discard as well.
Yeah, it does. Thank you. I might take both of those, so I'm just looking first.
Cool.
I will take both. so that gets rid of my I need that as well. Cool. I'm not again until 57, so
Rat's on
20.
25?
Yeah,
Oh,
19?
Sedalian on 24. But
19.
yes, sorry.
19. No one seems to be doing anything particularly useful, but I'll
That
give
does
you
sound like us.
advantage.
Oh, yeah.
that way he can lose his weekend really well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
Give
I
it
won't
to
do that. I'll give it to Stallion.
Man, I really would have zooted them if I didn't have 8 weekend.
20. I'll put this in my backpack. It means you can choose a miss that gives you a beneficial result.
Yeah.
22.
Yep.
I will move to. Which one's me? Is it? Yes. 1, 2.
Do you have your scan? Oh, you do. Good.
Yeah. Scanners come in this turn, so cool.
Sedalian on 24?
Sedalian on 24. So, is anybody hurt? Are you hurt?
Yeah, I'm not real. No, I'm not hurt.
He can
but-
cure you and get a captain's
Yeah,
credit.
he can
Yeah.
cure you, or he can
Well,
cure me.
Yeah, cure you. Might as well cure 2 of your hobble.
Sweet.
Will be better than curing 2 of my weekend.
That's fair. Cool. So I go down to 1 hobble, and he gets a captain's credit. Pay the man.
And now, the rat attacking on 25.
Yep, attacking you.
So, oh, that's annoying.
Getting very
Yeah,
tasted.
this is what happens with just a taste.
So, thankfully, I can handle this. Because this location is the chest, and the Super Team uniform tells me that I could play a null energy. The null energy symbol has actually changed recently. In the chest, so that's going to cost me no energy to defend equal to my defense, which is 3. However, this is hitting for +1, 2 for 3, and then piercing 2. So I need to defend
2 more.
2 more, which I'm going to do with my defensive posture by using, thank you, taking down one of the numbers there.
14.
And that gives me enough to
14?
Oh,
and
thank you.
we're over 10,000. Thank you.
Wow.
Yes!
Yeah,
Nice.
thank you guys. That's amazing.
And even more importantly than Ikarangi Labs getting money is me getting a captain's credit right now.
That is
For
more
getting
important.
that.
This is the money that we actually care about.
Yeah.
Because these feel amazing, whereas like cash is kind of dirty, but the captain's credits are like,
They're rainbow.
This whole thing is really just an excuse to print as many of these coins as possible.
yeah, for sure. And yeah, we decided once we had these in our hands, we decided that they had to go in every box. So
Yeah.
I know a lot of games do the metal coins as an add-on thing, but nah, you guys are gonna get these. So if you buy the
Whether you
game,
want them or not.
yeah, you're getting metal captain's credits, and they're amazing.
Anyone who doesn't want them, they do make fantastic slingshot ammunition.
They do.
Then on 27 is me next.
Yep.
So I'm going to use my dramatic cape for a basic attack. I guess I'm going to swish it in this rat's face.
Swish.
And so I flip this, and that's the worst possible result for me. Because I do not get to clear my weaken. I instead weaken the rat and miss.
Yeah, so weaken and strengthen. Strengthen's the opposite of weaken, obviously. They always affect an attack. Yeah, so if you have 10 strengthen and you pull a miss, you don't lose the strengthen. Yeah. If you have 10 weaken and you pull a miss, you don't lose the weaken. So the same goes for the enemies. If they pull a miss, they don't clear their the thing. So when you get a status condition that affects an attack, it will affect an attack.
Yeah, and it does now mean that Bradford is locked in a duel to the death with a single rat.
A single rat of usual size.
It's not the worst situation because if it attacks me next turn for less than 4, I will get money from that as well.
They're grappled. Yeah. So grapple was an ability that it was very early in the game, and then these guys convinced me to not have it. But basically, it meant that 2 figures no longer did actions, which is not fun. But that is what they're doing. So obviously, it is fun. It's just not keyworded. Now it's status conditions.
Well, everything's fun if you get paid enough.
That's true. 41.
41?
So that's going to attack me with disadvantage.
Yes. It attacks you for a miss.
Yay! 57.
Yep.
Cool. I will put this into my backpack. So my rucksack has 1 more storage slot, And then
62.
62. They're going to attack me again with disadvantage.
So for 3.
Cool, I take 3. Any conditions?
Nope, no conditions.
Cool. I do have defenses, but I want to...
He was actually stunned out of that first attack.
Oh.
So you
We'll
didn't
just rewind that.
Yeah,
just
rewind that. Cool.
Thankfully, pretty forgiving of mistakes, to be fair.
So I don't take any damage.
Yeah, it's co-op, so I mean, there's not really any advantage or disadvantage to be gained through secrecy.
77?
77. I will play Scrap Shuffle. Should I go open that door?
Sure, sounds good to me.
Cool.
Yeah. Just spawn every enemy on the map, it's fine.
1, 2. Open the door.
Okay.
Hopefully, there's a salvage pile.
The door to this room is difficult to open. There seems to be desiccated rat feces caking the door slides. With a grunt, you manage to get the door open, revealing a scene that wouldn't look out of place in a horror movie. The floor is covered in blood and what you think might be animal organs. A weird makeshift nest dominates the center of the room. Shredded planks and sheet metal form a ring around the biggest rat you have ever seen in your life. It is easily a meter tall. Patchy gray and brown fur cover its sickly pink skin, and black ichor drips from 2 sharp incisors that stick too far out of its mouth. It looks up at you as you enter, its black eyes a blank void of protective hatred. It rears onto its hind legs, silhouetted against the back of the cargo bay. You see its talons like short swords as it readies itself to pounce. Right, so...
All right, open the map setup.
Yeah, map setup. Cool.
Also, this... It's going to have a contoured edge when it's done, but this is actual art for this figure from Cuttlefish Inc.
But you won't be able to see it from
Oh,
that far
sorry.
away, but that's okay. It is... We do
Trust
have...
us, it's there.
It's there. Trust us.
So, while Odin's setting up the map, do you want to talk us through your creative process? What made you decide to put so much rat feces in this mission?
Oh yeah, so I've always had kind of a fascination with rat feces. You know, like I see it and I'm like, man, that is like really cool, and I wish I could just write
Or a raisin.
exclusively about it. A raisin
Yeah, it could be a raisin. It's very hard to tell.
instead of rat feces.
Yeah.
Well, you just taste it.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
The direct...
Raisins are gross, obviously, and rat feces taste quite nice.
No, nobody likes raisins.
Nobody likes raisins in their chocolate chip cookies. Right. I'm just... I don't have line of sight on the big rat, do I?
Where are you? You're here.
I'm here.
I think you might be close.
So line of sight in the game is a center of one hex to the corner of the other, which means it's very generous line of sight rules. But I think I might be out of line of sight even with those. Do you have the little laser?
Where are you?
I don't, but we can use this as a
15.
rule.
15.
Oh, thank
Yes.
So here's each
Oh,
of your...
yeah, you're definitely out of line of sight.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I am.
That was on right for.
I
Definitely?
think Sedalion can see it, but I don't think you can.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah, because your line
look,
is...
scan the turret so we can finish it off.
I will scan the turrets. Okay, cool. 77. Oh.
Oh, yeah, continuing 77. So...
And
Also-
now you run away.
So importantly, because we've opened the door and there's rats in here, but they've already done their action, they don't get to do anything else.
I'll go 1, 2, and go to the salvage pile.
Oh my
That's the
God.
one I can reach.
The
Definitely not getting
salvage
myself
pile.
killed.
Odin is getting killed, I think.
Hey, I'm Usa. I can do this.
Yeah, you definitely can.
I'm gonna.
I guess we'll get to explore the mutations.
So I'm gonna salvage +1.
Do we have the rat of
If
least
I
usual
drag,
size card?
Odin's body back out.
Oh
don't
yes,
I?
the rat of least usual size.
So the important thing is that the rat of least usual size still uses the rat deck, but it has modifiers on it. So if it was doing this taste here, it has a +3 to its attack, and a +2 to its move. So it would actually do a move 4 and an attack for 4. It's much bigger and more powerful, and it is also immune to hobble. You cannot stop it from moving around.
Well,
You can with fire.
Yeah, you can set it on fire, I guess.
Hey, nothing's been set on fire this game. That's always a bit disappointing.
Yeah, that is, but it happens.
My kingdom for a flamethrower.
85.
85. I will pay 2 energy and put this in my backpack, going to 0 energy.
85, I'm going to pay 1 energy to use this as a plus basic action to once again salvage this pile. You might notice I am not killing the rat, and that is because I want stuff more than I want friends.
Cool. 98.
Yep,
I will scan the turret going to 0 energy. Can I have a data stick, please?
you can.
Or can I not?
How's
No.
about a broken equipment? That's a decent sort of middle ground.
Just
you
go.
know,
Just go get
compromise.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go get
The,
one.
ga- the box will come with enough data sticks
You want
for
one?
every mission.
Yeah, I've got this one here.
Uh,
Here's
there's
a
there's
very
bunch of-
old data stick.
A
card.
very old data stick
Yeah,
card.
there's a
Yeah.
bunch of data sticks. It's just that we've been.
What do you want to go grab them because we're gonna get more? I have
Oh,
more.
we are going to get more.
I am. I like scanning things.
Always scanning.
I knew you guys were going to be salvaging, so I was like, I better go because I know you. The first time you're not playing a salvager.
I'm playing Bolivia. Of
Yes,
course,
it's-
I'm going to salvage.
And then Odin's got a trowel and playing mechanic. Oh, you didn't take the trowel?
Because I realized that I actually just have a one salvage now.
Right. Oh, right, because you're shoring up your weakness.
The mechanic gets +1 to its lowest stat. And as usual, if these stats are tied, then you get to choose.
Yeah.
Players
So
choose.
one of the starting characters is from Botswana, and they actually have a 2 in every stat. So they have a 2 attack, 2 defense, 2 move, and 2 salvage, which means that if they're a mechanic, which is one of their suggested classes, every mission you can choose a different stat for them to get pluses to.
Definitely one of my favorite things when we've played this game at cons has been watching people play Botswana as mechanic and listening to their reasoning behind which stat they're upping.
Yeah. Botswana actually has a really powerful starting piece of equipment. So it's
Trouble.
an assault rifle, and it does attacks equal to your stat. So if you make her a mechanic and then give her a +2 to her attack stat, she does a bunch of good attacks. No, let's
You want
keep-
the old one?
I want. Well, I
Then why
like
did you send them over there?
because there's another
Because
thing to
there's
scan.
more.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
So right now we have a bunch more data sticks. I think that, because these are prelude packs, so we only have the ones that we need for them.
Prelude. Yeah, that makes sense.
Is it my go or we
Well,
think
I'm not
it's-
doing anything
I
for the
think
rest of
it's-
the turn.
I think it's the end of the round.
end of round?
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. So we regain 2 energy.
Back up to 7.
Up to 2. I'm gonna die here.
Yeah, you are
don't
gonna die
say.
here.
Well, you do have 20 health, so it'll take you a while to die here. Especially if you choose to keep some defenses in your hand.
Oh, there's 2 cards in here. I was wondering why it was so thick.
Alright.
Actually,
I'll save you, and I didn't play the protective sweep last turn, so I'll hopefully be able to use it this turn.
oh, yeah. Actually, that's not a terrible idea.
Well, then why are you doing it?
I know, right? I really want to scan the big rat. Yeah, that's fine. Cool.
Could
So now
someone finish off the turret?
I'm working on it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you are. Okay.
I am. Rats.
Rats.
And
Sedalian.
Hey, they're
Hey,
running
fire.
away.
Oh, they're hiding from us.
oh.
Here's to not having to suffer the consequences
of our
our
actions. Nice.
Well, that just means I've got a wasted turn of energy here.
You do, yeah. Very wasted.
I need to get near the turret. It's when we don't want to attack.
So on 5, the rats will cower, so they're going to run away. So the big rat goes first because it does, and it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's for 5,
Yeah, I
yeah.
was going to say, does it have +3 move?
No. 1, 2, 3. That one's already good. This one,
I think it hides on that salvage pile.
Yeah.
yeah. And this one's going to
All the way
go
over to the start here. 'cause
that way. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
It's blocking off our exits.
It is blocking off our exits. Cool. So they just run away from us, and then they get 2 barrier. So
Yep.
Yeah, I'm 15.
yeah, I'm 15. Well, I mean, I'm not going before 15.
No, neither am I.
Oh, you want to give her 2 barrier as well? The rat of least usual size. Cool.
All right, so an 18.
On 8, Sedalian goes between those two things.
Nice. So he's gonna move Oh,
He's gonna kill that turret for you.
hopefully. So, where's his?
Oh yeah, that's his modifier deck.
Oh, you got advantage from Odin earlier.
Oh, he did. Oh, nice.
Nice,
He's
more fire.
Very on fire.
We
More
set our
fire,
first thing
more
on
good.
fire.
So he attacks it for 4, 5, and 4 fire, which is enough to kill it. That is a dead turret.
Nice.
Bzzz.
Though the fire didn't do anything, which is a bit disappointing.
Yeah. I'm regretting playing that nail gun. I could have used that 1 energy.
Yeah, I'm regretting playing more or less everything that I played here.
Yeah.
I played basically the perfect cards.
Yeah. Cool. So the turret no longer exists, so we can cover that up. Excellent. And who's next? I'm on 34.
18.
18.
And I'm actually going to use the expensive energy for +1 move. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to here, and I protect and I defend. But I'm not going to bother putting the defense out because
We're not getting
I'm
attacked.
not getting attacked.
Yeah.
19.
19.
19.
He'll defend.
I will use this as a basic defense as well, just
Nice.
wasting an energy.
Excellent. 34.
Yep.
I will tuck this. 37. I will drop my nail gun.
40. Stallion is going to give,
Okay,
I guess, rat number 2 disadvantage.
Yep. Is it over here?
It should be.
Let's amplify. There we go.
Well, Amplify would be more fun.
It would be more fun. Well, what is there? Disadvantage 2.
Disadvantage 2 to rat number 2.
Cool. I mean, we could have him move as well instead,
Yeah.
which might be worthwhile, but cool.
There are a lot of rats, and having them hit us less hard seems like
45. I'm going to pack mule. So that will go into my discard.
You want to swap it out for a lower energy thing in your backpack?
Oh, I can do that, huh? Because I'm sifting.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I guess you look at all 5 cards first and decide.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Cool. So those can go into the discard. Actually, I will put makeshift tools into the discard as well because
Oh, really?
I'm trying to get Gina scan.
Got ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then back you'll also.
Yeah.
60.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my plan for the turn. I'm pleased to see. I'm pleased that pack mule worked because I know that it has been one of those things that people have complained that doesn't do anything.
Oh, really? I've always quite liked it.
I've liked it as well. I never thought there was a problem with it. But I'm glad now that I'm playing it that it works.
It rescues you. It allows you to get that one extra move you really need to get back to the start hexes while you're lugging all your treasure.
Rat feces made him chuckle. Yeah, man. So
Nice.
much rat feces. 16.
16.
Oh no, it's 15. Sorry.
Oh,
Lies.
I lied.
False news.
Yeah.
How dare you make me happy and then the same amount of happy?
16.
16.
I called the shot.
Ah,
Yes.
I
nice.
manifested it in your guys' face.
Thank you very much, number 16.
Yeah, thank you, number 16. You guys are amazing. Cool.
So repair kit on 60.
Yep.
Yep. Cool. I'm going to salvage that pile there
For one. So you're ripping.
Yeah.
What did you rip?
Metal balls. I've gotten really lucky with these
Yeah.
things.
Well, Chris always rips good salvage
Well,
with his one
the
salvage.
one salvage. Yeah, just like rip.
But I'm going to
64?
zero salvage, so my powers are heightened.
Yeah, yeah.
On 64, I'm going to pay 2 for the wooden planks, which does nothing. And usually that would just be 2 energy to put in my discard. But in this case, because I've got a rucksack out, I will put it in there so I don't have to be bothered by it again.
And you still have 1 slot for the rucksack, which is cool.
72.
72, I will pay 2 energy going down to 0 to use my fancy corkscrew to destroy this obstacle,
It's a 3-hex obstacle.
That's that's
Uh, to turn it into 1 salvage pile
fine. You salvage for 3.
that I then salvage for 3. And I can...
For context, Scavenger can turn it into a 2-hex salvage pile for each hex of the obstacle.
But that doesn't get me salvage. So... And now that I'm on 0 energy, I thought I'd let you guys know that I'll be resting next turn.
I'm also on 0 energy. Yeah.
I will be on 0 energy very soon.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
dear.
next turn is where you're gonna get killed. You realize? Yeah.
I know.
Cool.
But I can salvage here, so that's all good. The salvage pile is here.
Yeah. Cool.
78, Sedalian.
Yep. I mean, he can see.
Probably just give himself a strengthen, right?
Well, you can see Bradford. Oh, right. Yeah. Probably just give himself the strengthen.
Let's see if we've managed to work ourselves.
Oh, we can have him move. Let's have him move.
Oh yeah, we can have him. Oh, it's
Yeah.
such a good ability though.
That isn't a good. It is true. It's a good ability. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. We'll give him the strengthen. Ding.
Does anyone memorize the Sedalian deck enough to know what the final card is? I think it's the other core program.
It is the other core program. It'll be Protectron
That
Protocol.
might be good news for us.
Yeah.
You want to say Army Drone? I will use it for plus basics, and I will salvage. Huh?
I'm just confused about how many rat cards have been pulled.
We have pulled 5 rat cards.
Because we...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The Sedalian deck only has 7 cards in it.
But we've pulled 6.
Yeah, but we've flipped one from the
Oh, we
attack.
flipped one.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Oh, 17.
17!
Yes!
Thank you, 17.
You guys
I
are
can no longer
amazing.
hold up 17 fingers.
We could do it in binary.
I don't think I could.
So,
I mean, if I
mean,
hold up
17's
7
just
and
that,
Chris
isn't
holds
it?
up 10, then there we go.
Woo! Cool. So you want to say Army Drone?
yeah, I will use it for plus basics, and I'm salvaging that pile for
one
2.
over 2.
Yes, tier 0 salvage. I turned it down
Oh,
already.
you already turned it down?
Yep.
Sweet.
And because I played 2 tech cards this round, I get a captain's credit.
Nice.
Nice.
Because you do get to take the captain's credits with you when you die.
Yeah.
As long as somebody gets all the... Well, actually, because we're on the ship, we get our bodies back.
Yeah,
right?
get your
Yeah,
bodies back
But you
anyway.
still get money if you're the one that drags it back.
Yeah. So next round?
Okay. So I will have a look at my cards before I decide that I'm going to rest. And I'll look at that. I'm going to rest. So because I'm resting, I'm playing no cards out here, and I go up to 3 energy. But I can still play defenses from my hand. And next turn, if I haven't played any defenses from my hand, or any other cards, I will gain an additional energy. So I'll go from 0 to 6 across 2 turns instead of 0 to 4.
I'm aiming for the scans, man.
Yeah, I mean, the scans are where the money's at,
Yeah,
really.
it's scans is money, man. And also, it's my ambition.
Yeah.
I need 7 scans, so.
You happen to be very far from line of sight.
Yeah, which is why I'm using my plus basics on breakdown to move out. Yeah.
And you're only playing 1 card, so you're only going to pick up 1 to see if it's a scan next
How
turn.
do you
I got
feel
the
about
scan.
Oh,
me?
you've got the scan. Nice.
How do you feel about me running away and letting all the rats attack you?
Sounds brilliant.
Cool.
Yeah, I've got the scanner, which means that my pack mule was perfect. It did exactly what I needed it to do. You know.
Nice.
Yeah.
I thought that was the fan on your computer.
Just dying. Just the computer absolutely dies.
Cool.
Alright.
So everyone's picked or declared a rest. Oh, they're not even moving. This
Oh.
is fine.
Yeah, this is fine. Okay, once again, not suffering the consequences of our actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This,
It
this
does
usually
mean
goes a lot worse for us.
it does mean that we are getting close towards the round limit, which there is one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we do need to start putting some damage on the rats.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
because we do have to clear out all the rats.
Yeah, we've
and
got-
rat number 4 is still there.
It's just
promoting
hanging
its
out.
Rivalry with,
Just glaring.
From the back of the room.
Cool.
so 9.
9.
I will spend 1 energy and salvage 1.
Rip.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, I'm
12.
resting.
Sedalian. You
Yep.
go 1, 2, 3, 4. 31.
Why does he get to move 4?
Isn't it move plus 2?
you're
Now it's
Oh.
defend plus 2.
Durr. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, might as well defend.
Yep. And then 31, he'll
I
move.
mean, it literally can't do anything.
Yeah.
Cool. And then he gets another defense, so he goes up to defend 8. which is fun. These guys no longer have barrier, so
Eyeball Rip has the special rule Pierce All, which is why the defense will do nothing.
yeah. Cool. And then 48.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still resting.
We can have him move.
Safety goggles, the equipment over there, gives you immunity to pierce. So there is
Yeah.
a way around the
There's,
eyeball, right?
yeah. It's a holdover from when there used to be like eye locations in the game, which was pretty fun. Yeah.
Though I think it was going a bit too far when you specified each phalange of the finger.
Yeah. Although, if you guys have played Project Zomboid, you can wear rings on each finger. They like have it. Yeah, that's crazy. We're not quite that down in the weeds, but yeah. In fact, we're really not that far down in the weeds. You can't really do that in a board game without making the admin just insane.
Also, not important, but just to show everyone watching this exactly who I am, phalanx is actually the single of phalange, isn't it? Phalange is plural, is that right?
Mm.
Okay.
He's asking me because I have a degree in English and I don't know.
I'm asking him because he usually yells at me when I get my words bad.
I don't yell at him. I yell at him for other stuff. But yeah. Anyways, 61. So the rats aren't standing next to anybody. They do an eyeball rip, which is an attack for 2. They're not standing next to anybody, so they don't do the eyeball rip. Now on 90, I will do my plus basic, so I clear my 1 hobble, and then
I'm
I'm
gonna
1, 2.
watch this back, and they're gonna go, oh, if we just do what they did, then we should be, if they did really well, we'll be great.
Yeah, no, we've gotten so
Super
lucky.
We got super lucky, yeah. Cool. Next round.
Yep.
Okay.
So regain our 2
So
energy.
at the end of the round, because I rested and I didn't play any cards, I get to cure 2 conditions. So I'll cure 2 of my hobble, and I get to discard any cards from my hand that I want to. So I'm going to discard this bottle of vodka and I'm going to put it into my rucksack. And I also gain 3 energy, going up to 6. And I think I'm happy with all my other cards. So I shuffle these and draw 1 more.
I think this is where I take my turn to rest and just sit here for a bit and hope I don't get killed. I don't really have any armor in my hand
Yeah, go
because
protect your
all of
sleep
my
again.
cards go after 80. But should be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold back on playing the scanner because I don't think I'll be in range.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
charge the mother rat. Sorry.
Why?
Why? Because it does a lot of damage, and I don't want to be taking all that damage.
But you could just stay there.
Well, I
But if you
don't
stun
know.
it, then it doesn't get to attack.
Yeah.
Oh right.
And I think I will put this out as well.
Then you can toss the rat back to Chris.
Yeah, you can toss the rat to me.
Actually, because I still have a lot of weaken, I'm going to play out my PAL uniform, my super team uniform, as a basic action. So normally, you'd only be able to defend or move with the super team uniform, but because my class gets light armor as a class equipment, I get to add all the basic actions to it. So I'm going to be able to attack with that. So this attack will do nothing, but it will clear my weaken, and then that will allow my attack to defend to actually work. And I'll probably pull a miss on it.
You want a drink?
I'm all good. Thank you, though. I've still got some Red Bull behind me.
Cool.
So, is it time to flip cards?
It is.
So I'll shuffle Sedalian back up.
Cool. So Sedalian's fusion
Okay, I
pulsing.
still managed to muck that up somehow. I think I flipped both.
That's
That's possibly the worst card they could have pulled.
yeah. We just
Oh, it's 50-50.
our luck just wildly
That's
ran out.
true.
That's real bad. That's really really bad.
I mean,
in
again,
fact.
with our luck running out, it's just sort of...
It's how the game works.
Yeah, it's very inevitable. There were 2 cards left, and we just pulled some very favourable cards for us, so it was kind of coming.
Yeah. Cool. 7.
Go for it.
I will move.
That rat number 4 is going to get you.
I'm
it
on
is, yeah.
18.
Yep.
18. Yeah.
So, actually, yes, cool. I go down to 4, and I'm going to go over here, and I will defend +1 and protect. So I can work out how much they're going to be attacking me on 92, and
It's a lot.
I think I'm going to spend my other defensive posture. Oh.
The elite one will attack first.
Yeah, the elite
because
one
it has
attacks
the,
first.
lower class.
So that will defend me. 4 + 2 is 6.
Well, the protective sweep stays out as well, so it's protecting you.
Oh, sorry. I thought it went back as soon as I
No.
finished the
Protective sweep.
The protective sweep does. Sorry.
I mean, to be fair, defensive posture, protective sweep, it's kind of synonyms.
So that one's until end of turn, which you can see from the little until end of turn icon. If you actually pay attention to the game, like I don't. Okay.
He doesn't have his defenses anymore. Cool, 26. I will drop this data stick.
20,
Oh,
technically.
that's
right. I will attempt to attack the rat. Flipping him.
Hey, you got an energy. You got your energy
I got
back.
the energy back. Yay.
That's exactly what a soldier needs.
Yeah. That means that because it is an attack, I don't clear my weaken.
Can we get a better soldier?
Apparently not.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, I mean, maybe after I get some extra fingers.
26.
26. I will
You may as well attack.
I could put some damage through because I am attacking still for 3
Yep.
after the minus. Okay, so that is for 4 and Pierce 2, which is nice because the big rat does have 2 barrier all the time. And so I will use this to add a stun.
Nice. So how much damage are you doing?
I am doing a mighty 4.
Do you
4
want to
damage.
add the stun? Because all it's going to do is stop it from moving.
Oh, good point. Thank you, Chris. I will keep the stun out here.
Yeah.
Cool. So you do 4 damage to the rat who has 24 health, because this is an actual threat,
Yeah.
unlike a regular rat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I clear my weekend finally.
You do.
Cool. 79.
Yep.
Sweet. I will move. 1, 2. Can I see it now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Yes. Cool. I couldn't have. I needed to get all the way there. So next round, I'll scan it. I'm coming, guys.
I think it's now me on 85.
Yeah. No. Yeah, it is you on 85.
Definitely. Yeah. They're very late.
I will.
Toss the big rat over to me, get me killed.
No, I'll just punch the rat in the face.
Cool.
So that is for 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
-3 is 1 damage. On the plus side, the remaining cards in my deck are comparatively very good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're.
And the 2 barrier means that the 1 damage goes to 0.
So the other member of our team, Jesse, he would normally be playing with us, but I think his spirit is here today in the draws that Bradford is getting, because Jesse is easily the unluckiest person I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, like, we made this thing
18.
specific... Oh, 18.
Oh, 18.
Thank you.
We made these modifier decks that reduce randomness, because only 3 misses. You can only miss so many times. And Jesse somehow managed to miss 4 times.
Because
and
he
then
shuffled an
completely
extra
missed.
one in.
Yes. Everything happens for a reason, and sometimes that reason is you've shuffled 4 misses into your deck.
Yeah.
So Elite Rat here will attack first.
Yep. And it's,
so 87 will move. So I guess it will move
To
be
maximize-
between me
yeah.
and Bradford.
who went first?
I did.
Okay,
I don't
I
think
didn't rest
Odin
there.
I think
Yeah.
Odin rested.
So
Yeah.
Bradford has 1 rat next to him, so it's attacking for 4 plus its stat of 3, so 7.
Yep. Yep.
So 7
hits
and
you
a
for
wound.
7.
Okay, so here's the tricky thing: is I could go invisible, which means I'll be safe for the rest of the turn.
But then I'm gonna get killed.
Then Odin will get hit by these 2 rats, which are going to.
I mean, I have 20 health. I can take it. It's the big rat that
I
was
have
concerned
25,
about,
so I can also take it. But so what I'm going to do though is I'm going to play this for a normal defense, which is going to take my defense up to 8 and allow me to get some money and not take the wound that the rat causes.
Cool. So then it's rat number 1, who is going to do a very similar thing, moving to here and then also attacking
So
Bradford.
when they choose an ability for movement, they focus on the closest person, and then the next thing they do is try and get next to as many enemies as possible. So that way, that if something happens and one of them steps away, they still have a target for their attack. So they behave intelligently. Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult to outsmart them, and they often outsmart you.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So it's attacking you for
For
Is
3.
this
4
rat-
minus 1 is 3.
Is
It's
this
rat
rat-
number 1.
Rat number
Thank
1.
you.
So you're getting hit for 3.
Getting hit for 3, down to 22. Not bothered.
But you wish you had a bucket.
Then rat number 2 is going to go, and we'll move in between us to here, me and Sedalian,
Yep.
and we'll attack Sedalian, who does not have any defenses currently.
Sorry, did we actually resolve Sedalian's 50?
We did not.
We did not
Okay, so we...
resolve Sedalian's 50.
Yeah, so I...
Have it attack the big one.
We'll just have it
Yeah.
attack the big one. That's
Yeah.
the... Cool.
Advantage.
Oh, and strengthen too. Cool.
Nice. That's perfect.
So it hits it for 8, 9,
10, 11.
6,
no, 8,
7, 8,
Yeah.
9, 10, 11. Yep, hits it
Yep.
for 11.
and it bypasses the 2 barrier as well.
Cool.
So all of a sudden, your ability to scan this rat is looking dodgy.
Yeah. Shut up.
I'll try not to be effective next turn. I think I'll be very good at it.
This,
Okay.
Or at the very least, I can kill
I
some
mean,
of
this
the
this,
smaller ones.
this mission has a 10-round timer, right?
Oh, does it?
I think so.
Right.
Well, we're not there yet because
Yeah.
we've still got 2 more rounds.
Yeah, I
And
mean, we
one
can
of them
give
is
we can
9
give
health.
you till 92.
Yeah, I mean,
I think.
98.
98.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't really make much of a difference.
Yeah. Anyway, rat number 2 will attack Sedalian for just 3. So Sedalian takes 3 damage.
Sedalian.
Oh, nope. Rat number 2 has disadvantage 2. So we pull 3 cards and pick the worst one, which is
The
Soul
same
plus
card.
zero.
So 2 damage.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, 3 damage, sorry.
3 damage. Yep. Cool. So we need to reshuffle that now.
Yep. So then it's number 3 is going to attack Bradford, and is going to get a large bonus to attack.
Yep.
Is
But
it?
let's face it,
Yeah.
I deserve it.
Oh, it is, yeah. Boink.
But hey, at least it's not attacking me.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I mean, even in taking damage, even though I'm not getting money, I am still doing my job.
You are, yeah.
Just not in a way that the captain likes.
Yeah. Nothing's ever good enough for them.
So it's attacking for 5.
Actually, the captain's a very positive person.
Yeah, everything is good enough.
Oh my.
Get absolutely
All right,
wrecked.
so it's attacking for 7 and a stun.
So you just pulled the best crit. Yeah. Well, nearly the best.
Arguably.
Yeah.
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 Probably the best in this circumstance.
Yeah.
because
So
I'm
would
very
you
low
would you
energy.
like a stun, Bradford?
No. Why do you ask?
Here you go. So what a stun does is it means that next card you play, you pay 1 energy and it goes into your discard. You don't resolve it. Yeah.
And number 4 will move 2 and not get to clear its weaken because it doesn't have a target to attack.
Nice. Cool. And then that's the end of the round.
Yep.
Okay, so I go up to 3 energy. Draw 3
And
cards.
complete my rest, so I gain additional energy, get to discard whatever cards I want, which will be anything that doesn't have the tech tag. And then I'll draw back up to 5.
I think it's just a little bit easier for the camera to see if we swap these around.
Oh, sure, yeah. I don't think the camera can see much of it anyway.
That's fair. Also, the angle with the light coming in through the windows, it might mean that all of this is just glare.
I think mostly what you can see what the camera can see there. I think mostly
yeah,
what
good.
I think mostly what the camera can see is how cool we look in our blue shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blue shirts are very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got my bucket this turn, but I'm going to be stunned out of it because it's my earliest initiative. So
Keep it in your hand and
yeah,
stun yourself.
I'm
out of
actually going to
something else.
rest this turn,
And
so I
get
gain an
murdered.
extra energy. But what's going to actually happen is I just gained an extra energy to use for defenses that I'll be stunned out of. So I actually am planning on playing cards. I'm just getting an extra energy by keeping them in my hand.
Cool. So rat.
Yeah, rat.
Cool. And Sedalian. Ooh, that's good. He's going to be doing some healing, which is
Nice.
good, and curing.
We need some of that.
We need some of that.
If I don't get
If
attacked,
you don't play till 34.
well, we know I'm going to.
You're getting attacked on 31.
Yeah, by
But they can cure whatever conditions you get on 31.
Yeah.
2,
Who's on 2?
me.
Oh, cool. 2.
It's just noisy and gonna get me killed.
Yeah,
but it's fine.
All right, so you're getting attacked here.
Oh, I'm gonna leave.
Oh, you're
That's
leaving.
probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Cool. 19.
19.
Oh, 15.
15.
Sedalian, do we want him to come in?
Yeah, might as well share around the damage a bit more.
Yeah. What is he's got to
Yeah,
move,
Sedalian's reasonably tough.
so he can move there, and he gets a defend +4 with it. So
Oh yeah,
he,
no, that's really good.
yeah, cool. So he'll move there and take some of the heat. Cool.
Okay.
19.
19. I will give. Is anyone attacking?
I am.
Cool. You can have advantage.
Yes.
Nice.
Because I did the thing that no Bradford has ever done, which is
Your job?
I'm a salvager with a gun,
There's
so
an advantage
What?
on the table.
so that I can help out.
I always bring a gun when I'm
He
salvaging.
lied.
It's usually pipe gun
He lied again.
or potato.
He lied.
I love my potato.
22.
Yeah,
Oh man, nobody brought potato.
I considered it, but
It's
it was
a terrible game.
I bought the nail gun. Are you going to salvage? Right.
I don't know why you asked that. I think you know the answer.
I do know the answer. Yeah. So 31.
Yep.
So
Okay.
rats. So big rat is going to
Stay where it is. 'cause
stay where it
takes
is because it's already next to you, and it's going to attack for 6.
Okay.
Attacks for 6.
So,
You will need to play a card to clear your stun.
yeah. I will play the PAL uniform. No, that would actually end up paying energy for that, wouldn't I? So I'll play
Yeah.
attack to defend to block, so that's 26, which is faster than 31. And that gets me out of my stun. And then I'm going to pay 2 energy to block with a bucket, which gives me 2 barrier. And this is in my discard. Does this stay out?
No.
Cool. Mixing old designs with new designs. And I still need to block how much?
4.
4. I don't think I can block 4. So in that case, I will take the excess damage, which will be
4 and a wound.
4 and a wound. So I go down to 11 health, and I get a wound, and I don't get any money. That's okay. I'm about to be attacked more, which I hopefully will get money.
Indeed.
So rat number
One. Stays where he is and attacks. Attacks you.
Yeah.
When did you go? You're resting,
Yeah.
so he attacks Sedalian.
Yep.
Oh, right.
So attacking Sedalian for less than 6.
Cool. So Sedalian blocks that.
And then rat 3 attacks me.
Yep.
Or is there a rat 2 on the table?
There's a
there
rat
is
two
on the table,
attacking-
and he's going to move between you two there.
Yeah.
And is going to attack
Sedalian.
Cool. For 4
Okay.
and 2 hobble.
And 2 hobble. Doink.
Now rat 3 attacks me.
Now rat 3 attacks you for
Okay.
for 4 and pierce 2. So
Uh,
it's 4 damage again, which you
well,
can't block.
I can actually.
Oh, you can.
So PAL uniform is going to block for free because it's the chest location and that's covered. Everywhere is. And then with wait, hold on, they're not attacking on 72. I can't. I will still block. So
Cool. So
I'm
take
going to
1.
take
Yeah, this is bad.
And then rat number 4
You're only
is going
saying
to
that
come
'cause
in as
we're losing.
well.
He's going to
1,
come and attack
2,
me. Yeah.
And then we'll attack you for -1.
Is it -1?
It's
Alright.
still weakened from Bradford's
I had a uniform.
altercation.
Ooh, actually,
yeah.
I know,
That
hold
rat
on.
is mine to kill.
that's fair. 37.
Yep.
Cool.
34, sorry. Sedalian
Sedalian.
is not adjacent to anyone, so cannot perform that action.
That
Is he
can
again?
move.
He can cure.
Oh, he can. Nice.
That
What's his bounty specifically? Oh, ally.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
okay.
Cool. 37.
Yep.
I will nail gun.
Disadvantage.
With disadvantage. I'll nail gun number 2, I guess.
Yep.
We are at 18.
It died.
Oh, 18.
We had 18.
We
Oh, we
had
had
18?
18?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep, number 2 dies. Ding.
Nice. Okay.
Cool. 40.
Yep.
I will drop the shattered mirror. It says, you catch a glimpse of your own reflection in a larger shard. You've aged. I'm not again until 98.
48 is Sedalian.
Sedalian, right, so he can heal you.
Yep.
So he heals you 3 and then heals you 3.
Sounds good to me. Go up to 16.
60.
Yep.
I will salvage one.
Jesus.
Well, we've nearly cleared the whole salvage pile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it's rats are retreating, and if they can't, then they get angry.
Retreat. How much is
I
it
think
retreating?
it goes. Oh yeah, yeah.
Just one.
Nope, it can't get anywhere, so it's going to
I
attack.
can be not adjacent to both of us, so it can go there and attack me.
Well, it can be not adjacent to both of you in lots of places.
Yeah,
right.
it would
Focus
rather
Sedalion.
attack
Yeah.
Sedalion, yeah.
So attacking Stallion for weaken 4.
Yeah.
Right.
And number 4 retreats as well.
Cool.
Okay.
90.
Yep.
I will spend 1 energy to salvage. And I get to salvage +1, so I get to look at 2 cards.
Which tier 0 would you like?
Oh, I want the desiccated rat.
Oh, it's in the theme.
Cool. 98.
Yep.
I will gain a scan of the big rat.
Excellent.
Yes.
Here you
Nice.
I got them all. I got them all.
Okay, and
Next
is that
round.
the end of the round? So because, even though I rested, because I played cards, I don't get to cure 2, and I don't get an additional energy on my next turn.
go. Oh, and I played 2 tech cards this
I
round,
go down
so I
to
get a
15
captain's
because of the
credit.
wound.
Thank you.
I'm going to rest this turn, team.
Okay.
Oh, I had advantage on my attack, but... So that means I just pulled 1 straight one. Yeah, because I had disadvantage and advantage. I'm resting.
Cool.
I've got 3 energy.
Should I kill the rat?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Cool.
I
I mean, it's my character's specialty, so if it needs to be done, I can just do it.
yeah, basic attacks before. I think I'm gonna rest again this turn. Just sort of.
Seriously?
Well, I mean, no, okay. I mean, I guess.
I mean,
I'll,
soldier resting multiple turns in a row isn't that unheard of.
Yeah, that's true.
well, I'd only
still
be
gets
drawing 1
defend.
attack, but yeah, I don't have an attack, and I don't know what to do with these cards.
Basic punch.
Yeah, but I have to move somewhere to basic punch,
Oh,
so
right,
it's
yeah.
not very energy efficient.
19.
Oh,
19.
thank you, 19.
Thank you, 19.
Um,
I'm just going to check to make sure that we haven't missed any comments on the Kickstarter page.
yeah, it could be worth checking on Facebook as well.
I've been checking that.
Ah, sweet.
Life ship, more like launch ship. Congrats and all the best. Looking forward to Life ship gracing our shores.
Man, that should have been our game name. Launch ship.
Launch
rather than
ship.
live ship would have been much better.
Launch ship is amazing.
Are you replying to the comment? You're just
Yeah.
posting a new comment.
Oh, how do you reply?
See the arrow down the bottom there? Yeah.
Damn Zoomers and their technology.
The I do find that people troll me quite a bit in Kickstarters that I'm part of, and I generally end up just replying with explaining to them how to reply.
Right, nice.
Are you resting as well?
I'm resting.
Cool. In that case, we
So
just
I'm apparently not resting because people complained.
We did complain, yeah.
I mean, you don't need to. Like,
Well, I think I'd prefer not to rest. I'd prefer to rest.
yeah,
because,
you can rest. Like, I have defenses in my hand. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that I can be next to the rat and the salvage pile at the same time, but we'll see what they do.
We have managed to put on 15 out of 24 damage, so
yeah, I only need to do
yeah.
like 1 big attack on it and it
Yeah.
dies.
and then the smaller rats shouldn't be nearly as much of a problem.
Diseased bite. That's probably the scariest one they could pull right now. But
Someone backed us at the legend here.
Oh,
did
really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you
Legend.
so much, whoever. Yeah.
that's amazing. Wow. Yeah.
That's super exciting. We're really looking forward to working with you.
Yeah, that'll be really cool to.
Yeah, big hearts. Yeah. We love you.
That's really exciting.
we're very excited to make some missions with you, yeah, and make a character, and it's gonna be amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
I-
Yeah, can't wait to have real people in the universe. In the, it makes the universe seem more real
Yeah.
when more people are involved with it.
Oh, we should let Jesse know that. Is it weird if I just pull out my phone to message him?
It's not weird.
Okay.
I think it's fine.
Jesse's at his
You're
real
resting
work
anyway,
job.
so-
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
good
we
point.
can. I'm resting as well, so we can just start resolving the turn while you do that.
Cool. So 2. This goes in my discard.
We need one for.
Oh, we need one for Stallion as well.
Cool.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yep.
Nice, yeah.
I can use it when I get killed. So 35 is rats.
Yep. So rat
24, sorry, is them first. So
Okay.
heal
heal,
and cure.
heal and cure Bradford.
Yep.
Brilliant.
So
Works for me.
he gets a captain's credit.
Yep. So you get healed for 5 and cured 2.
Nice, thank you. Ed. So
And
I'm
then-
back to 20 health now.
And then rats are going on 35.
Yep.
So rat 1 will move to here,
Yep.
and then the small rat 1 will move here. This guy will go. What are they moving? 2.
2.
Why does it move toward me?
This
Oh yeah,
one.
it says next
It's
to
already
Stallion.
next to that Stallion.
This one's not next to
It
Stallion.
was
was,
there.
yeah, was
yeah.
there.
Oh, okay, cool. So this one will go 1, 2.
It might move around that way. Is the only thing.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
because they want to again maximize their targets.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So I just have the big rat to deal with, which is precisely what I wanted.
Oh, I'm on 4 energy.
64.
Yep.
I will spend 1 energy and drop this.
The sad thing with the delay in the stream is the person who backed on Legend might not have.
Not
might not
have been
see
on
it.
the stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
They can see it when we
Upload it,
the
yeah.
stream.
Well, thankfully, we will have opportunities to talk to them in the future. so-
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. 77.
67.
67. Yep.
They're going to do their attacks.
Cool. So,
So-
big rat attacks me first.
Yep. So attacks for 6 with infect. So for
So five
5
with infect?
5 with infect.
I will defend for 4.
Nice.
Paying 1 energy. So I take 1 and get infected.
You also
And
gain some
wounded?
retaliate.
And I do gain retaliate 1, which means I get to deal 1 damage to the rat.
Hey, I mean that's 1 more damage we don't have to deal to it.
Yeah. Jokes on them for biting into my steel-toed shoes.
Are you actually going to do an attack this turn?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna kill it. I asked if he wanted me to, so I
Yeah.
did.
That's USA for you. An attack of 4 right off the bat.
Yeah. He's back.
Cool. Then the other rats are gonna kill you guys.
Yep.
So rat number 1 is gonna attack Stallion
Yep.
for no damage.
Cure 2,
Lucky.
which doesn't have any.
Yep.
Yeah. Rat number 3 will attack Bradford for 3.
And I will block that using, well, my defensive cluster, I think.
Cool.
Thank y'all.
Seems sensible. Then rat number 4 will also attack Stallion for 3 and an infect.
Cool. So how that works on because he doesn't have energy when a character that has I think the camera just turned off. When a character that doesn't have energy, does it turn off? Cool. Just need to change the battery. Cool. Sorry, I'll do it.
Are we still streaming sound?
Yeah,
we're
we're
still
still
streaming
streaming
sound.
Sorry, we're just changing the battery team.